let's get the network up and running. It's 11 now, so why is it inside? I had pre-show booted up and everything. It just didn't load. Yes, play live. Jesus. Happy birthday! Yay! Hello, hello, lemonade ice cream. Cool name. Sorry, I just lost my voice a little bit there. Cool name. Yes. Thank you.
Are you ready? It's time. You remember me?
No.
I'm Todd Pettengill. You probably don't remember
Todd
me
Pettengill
without the
is
mullet and the
introducing
earrings,
the kickoff
this
show.
Is me, 2020,
So yeah, we reacted to In
is
Your
the
House.
first
How you
ever
doing, lemonade?
NXT
With ice cream,
Takeover
please. That's it.
in your house.
How you doing?
Tonight,
Hey man, it's Joey.
NXT has
Hope
laid
you're having a
out
good
the
day.
welcome
I am,
mat
thank
with
you.
about
How you doing, Joey?
12 years in the making. As we take
Watching,
over
I'm reacting to In Your House. Well, and we did the quiz In Your House, so that's quite funny.
And now,
Takeover In Your
WWE
House.
Network presents
Am I lagging a bit? Is the audio
NXT
okay?
Takeover in your house pre-show.
The pre-show is kicking off.
Ladies and gentlemen of the WWE Universe, welcome aboard
Lagging a
here
little
on
bit,
the
so I do
NXT
apologize.
Takeover in your house pre-show. An incredible night of action coming your way at the top of the hour, my friends. I'm Scott Stanford, joined by one half of Sirius
Stanford
XM's Jim
and
Sam
Sam
show.
Roberts.
He is Sam Roberts.
From Sam Roberts'
Said I'd
show.
introduce you by your
Am I
moniker
quiet?
as the
Am I
last
alright?
professional
Hello,
broadcaster,
hello.
But you got two other real pros in the house tonight, so it doesn't really apply this time around.
Real pros.
Yeah.
Real. That's a really negative.
No,
way to
I meant
start this. Very negative.
three of us are real pros. The three of us. That wasn't a knock on you,
Ouch.
my friend. And folks, we are
Shot
also
to
joined
Sam
on
Roberts.
the Zoom machine from
Yeah, so the
studio
show
in
starts
Indy.
in about
He is the
28
host of the
minutes,
Pat
so we're
McAfee
just
Show.
reacting
Joining
to
me
the kickoff,
say
really.
hello to the main man,
Yeah, just to
Pat
chat to you
McAfee.
guys.
Hey, Pat, how about Todd Pettengill making a return tonight?
Wow,
he looked
Todd
and
Pettengill, one
sounded
of my
amazing. I
favorites.
wish he still had the mullet, but the fact that In Your House is back,
So how you doing, Joey? You doing okay?
Work with an actual professional like yourself, Scott. I'm gonna miss Charlie, obviously, but now that you're here, I am absolutely excited to get this.
So I got a
thing
couple of
started, 'cause
ciders.
Sam stinks
I've had a bit of
now,
a chill day
Sam
today. Just
stunk
played a little bit of
then, and Sam will
Spider-Man
stink forever.
PS4.
But tonight we have
Got a new
In
PS4
Your House,
controller,
Scott.
just
Let's
been
get to
chilling.
it.
Thank you, Pat. I love you, my friend. Listen,
Internet's going a bit slow,
I
so I do
can't
apologize
believe
if it's lagging.
it's been 25 years since the first In Your House.
I can't believe 25 years ago I was trying to win a house from Todd, and now I get to be on the same show as him. It
Same
makes
show.
being stuck with you and Pat a
Unbelievable.
little more bearable.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Listen, let's talk about tonight's card real
Hopefully
quick.
it's not lagging too
Overall
badly, guys. You just have to let me know
generalities
if it
of the
is.
card.
I'll
You know,
see if there's
when you
anything I
look
can do.
at tonight and the action that's coming
I
our
restarted
way,
the internet. I've turned
it
everything
looks
off
like
that's
there's a little bit of a
using the
new
internet.
wave of new NXT superstars who are looking to kind of, push the
Let's see if I can
older
turn- I'm gonna
generation.
turn the
out, if
switch
you will.
off
That's not
completely,
even the
'cause I
right
might
term,
be
but the
using
guys who've
Wi-Fi
been
as
carrying
well.
the flag for NXT looking to maybe take the spotlight.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement. A couple weeks ago, I was on my podcast
Doing
saying
well,
I think
just
we're on the
working
cusp
on uploading
of
trivia.
another
Oh,
golden
nice.
era of
You'll have to let me know when it's up,
and the
'cause I will
current
totally
generation of
plug it
NXT
for you guys.
superstars have to do what you
So,
have to
yeah.
do in NXT.
Be a
It's
bit of-
sports
it should hopefully be
entertainment,
a lot of
social
fun
Darwinism,
to
and that's
rewatch.
evolve or antiquate.
Yeah. And
I wish I
Pat,
did
wanna
better, though.
come
I
to
did a
you
bit-
on
I
this
did a
one,
bit terrible on
when
it,
you
to
look
be
at
fair.
tonight's In Your House, a lot of titles on the line, so I want to go
Just-
in your mind.
I'm just trying to shut down
who has
my
the most to prove and who
switch.
has the most to lose, in your opinion?
Well, let's start with your ladder there. I think the person who has the most to lose is that who stands at the highest point, and that has to be
I
Adam
don't play
Cole.
them, so we're just
He's
trying
at the
to
top of the
off
mountain. He's
this.
been there for a long time, but has he got too content? Is he too comfortable? When you're at the top
Adam
of the mountain,
Cole,
you have
yeah,
the farthest
maybe
to
he's
fall,
got
so I think
content. I
he
hope
has the
not, 'cause
most
I
to
like
lose.
Adam
And the
Cole.
most to prove tonight and the most to gain, I believe, is Damian Priest. Nobody knows what to expect from Damian Priest. He called
There you
out
go.
Finn Balor, the Prince.
Power
He
off. I
wanted
couldn't
him.
figure out how
Finn
to turn it
Balor's
off
been an NXT
proper.
champ. He's been a Universal champion. What will Damian Priest do tonight? I think he has a
I really hope
big
Finn Balor
night
does
ahead
well.
of him.
Hello,
And I think those are the two
Spiky
you really gotta look at for
2999.
most to lose and most to prove.
And
I
Sam,
think
we're gonna
I
get
said
more
too many
into,
nines.
Tommaso Ciampa carrying Cross
299.
later on, but that
3
match
nines.
really intrigues me.
How are
Cross
you
has
doing?
been
How-
just
thank-
a beast since he's gotten to NXT.
how you doing?
You talk about having a lot to
I had a
lose.
pretty good birthday, I guess.
Tommaso
It's been a-
Ciampa at one point
been a
was
weird
the,
one.
the person
Lockdown
who ran
birthday.
NXT, and
Is
tonight,
NXT too loud,
he's got
too
the
quiet? Am I
biggest
too loud or
test
too quiet?
he's
Just let me
ever
know
had in
as
his
well.
career.
Yeah, unbelievable. Looking forward to that.
I'm excited for
Ladies
this,
and
though.
gentlemen, There you see Tommaso
Tommaso
Ciampa
Ciampa.
arriving at the arena earlier today. Ciampa with
Not
a tremendous
terrible.
challenge ahead.
You did
as he goes
well.
up against
Some of the
Karrion
answers are
Kross
tough
tonight.
to come
Ciampa
up with in
attacked by
short.
Kross
Yeah, I
a few
suppose
weeks ago.
so.
The Blackhawk
Under
looking to
pressure, I
show
cracked.
the newcomer that he
I'm
can
gonna
offer
do some
little
practice
more
for the
than
next
he
one. I
can
just went in
chew.
blind. I think I'm
And
gonna do
that's
some
not all, my
research
friends.
beforehand.
The NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair puts her title on the line in a triple threat match against Rhea Ripley.
Got my dog
and
with me, and I
Io
think she just
Shirai. Ripley
farted.
wants back what she lost
Charming.
at WrestleMania.
Gonna
Shirai
whiff.
says
Just gonna
the time
whiff.
is now. Does the
Charming
Queen
you
remain
are.
atop her throne on NXT? We're gonna find out tonight. NXT Takeover in your house.
I'm looking forward to this. So it's the
Talk about
Damian
being
Priest.
tested. The
But it's a
Prince
stacked
reappeared
card, I
in
must say.
NXT in his new
Probably the
form.
least stacked
Finn
one
Balor
on the.
gets
I'm
tested
frozen
tonight
as well,
against
which
a
is
guy
annoying.
who is, in my
I don't like
opinion,
being frozen.
the future
Let
of
it
NXT.
go. Let
That's
it
Damian
go.
Priest.
And ladies and gentlemen, the NXT North American Championship up for grabs as Keith Lee defends his title
Want to
against
say
Johnny
I
Gargano.
enjoy all your reactions. Oh,
Johnny
thanks.
Wrestling
Thank you
looking
so
to end
much.
Lee's reign
Thank you. It
and
means a
become
lot.
NXT's first ever
I like doing my
two-time
reactions,
North
but
American
obviously the
champ. Can
response from
Gargano
you
get
guys
it
is
done?
it means a lot
Or
to
the
me. It really
limitless
does.
Keith Lee?
I'm sorry that it's lagging a lot. I thought I turned off enough stuff that it wouldn't lag.
Oh man, what a
Very
stacked
annoying.
card. Gargano, Lee. Johnny Gargano showed you the limits he will go
Gargano and-
on Wednesday.
So they say
Sam,
they
when
started
he
with
used the
Gargano and Lee. That would be a huge match.
injury is what we were told about.
I
Keith Lee.
rewatched
Hoping he's
Portland,
100%.
and that
Man,
was
I love this Johnny Gargano. This is the Johnny
Lee
Takeover I'm waiting to
versus,
see. Not the guy who's most worried about having the match of the night. The guy who's worried about winning the match of the night.
Yeah, Pat,
remember
your
his name.
thoughts on that
Oh my
match
God.
tonight? Keith Lee going to retain?
It was the Keith
Johnny
Lee match was
Gargano
amazing.
has
Anyway,
become a
I can't believe I just
scumbag.
forgot
Yeah,
it.
he's
Dragonov,
worried about fashion
not
designer
Dragonov.
jeans, his white skating shoes,
Dra-
his
Dracovic.
t-shirt. He's stabbing him in the eye with keys. This has gotten personal.
I don't know what I'm on
a
about. I'm very
bat
tired.
in
It's been a
his
long
heart.
day.
Keith Lee,
It's been a long day.
big night for the big.
Gonna crack open the
limitless
cider
legend this evening.
from Lidl.
Hey, listen, just
Sponsor? Not really. Just cracking open the beers. First beer of the night.
Folks, so much at stake, so much on the line tonight for each and every
It's
competitor.
11:30
NXT
here, so it's not
Takeover in
quite
your house live
as
coming
early
up
as it
top
might
of the
be
hour.
for you
And when we
guys.
say a lot on the line, we've got to mention the NXT Championship match. This time
Cole
around, my
versus
friends,
Velveteen
it is a
Dream.
backlot
Who's your money
brawl.
on and why?
The
I have
self-proclaimed
predicted
greatest NXT champion
Adam
of all
Cole,
time
baby.
is giving Velveteen Dream one more shot, one more at the
Hi, Alice.
Cole's in for a world of hurt tonight. The champ of the
Dracovic.
Undisputed
Yeah.
Era has been celebrating Cole's year-long reign.
I don't know what I'm on about, I'm so sorry.
Tonight.
He's one of my favorites as well from
Grab
NXT, and I
the
just
gold
couldn't
in
remember his name.
Opportunity, last
damn
run
it.
for the title against Adam Cole and a
Adam
backlot
Cole,
brawl.
baby. Turn off anything that can make this lag.
There's only one man who has earned his right to become NXT champion. And that man
Baby.
is Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. I'm lagging, so you can't see me doing it, but I am doing the Adam Cole, baby thing.
Why is Adam Cole the greatest NXT champion of all
I
time?
don't know, why is he? Tell me.
Adam Cole has been the golden child wherever he has competed.
How you doing, Alice? You doing okay?
You know, Adam Cole,
Baby.
the longest reigning NXT champion
Adam Cole,
of
bye-bye.
all time. It is no longer an opinion.
Did a whole
It is
live
a
stream on
fact.
Adam Cole matches the other day.
The NXT
That was like my, it was like my test stream. Hello, Bendo Gamer.
It's a beautiful thing to
Benbo
look
Gaming.
in the
Sorry,
eye
I'm a bit.
facts and tell them that I
This
am
drink's
the
gone to my
leader
head.
of
Literally
this
drank like
world,
that,
and
man.
nobody has been or can stop me.
Adam Cole, your reign
Velveteen
one-year
Dream,
champion. Congratulations. The Dream is not impressed.
Oh, are you guys gone off of Velveteen Dream? Because I used to really like Velveteen Dream, but then all those rumors that came out. Well, I don't know how true they are. They might be true. They might not be true. The stuff about Velveteen Dream.
The NXT Championship needs the Velveteen Dream just as much as Adam Cole needs Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish.
Oh, Velveteen Dream. How you been, Alice? You been okay?
There's another chance at your NXT champion.
We're just reacting to NXT Takeover in your house. At the moment, we're at the kickoff show, so there's not really much to react to. It's just the video packages, which they'll show again in the show, no doubt.
At my NXT championship.
I'll agree to that, but with one caveat. I will find a location that will shine the spotlight on both of your incredible talents in a
That's
setting
nice.
that is worthy of the NXT championship.
Adam Cole, baby.
It's a backlot
Backlot brawl.
Takeover in your
Cole can't run. He can't hide. The
This should be really good.
in his house. After
They're doing like a lot more like cinematic matches now, which I really appreciate.
become the NXT champion. Maybe then you'll realize.
I don't know if this I'm assuming this parking lot brawl is going to be more cinematic anyway.
NXT championship. That's undisputed.
That's
Adam
undisputed.
Cole, dream over.
Ooh! Velveteen Dream is just amazing.
Man. All right, Sam, so listen, obviously, as long as Cole has that title, this is the last shot for the Dream. And Velveteen Dream, to me, comes in...
What do you guys think of the Velveteen Dream?
In a backlot brawl, who's got the advantage?
Adam Cole's got the advantage in a backlot brawl. He's got
Adam
three
Cole,
undisputed
baby.
members with him.
I don't know why I'm lagging so much. I'm sorry, guys.
The NXT universe
So, are you guys watching along, or are you just here? Just watching me react?
From the Velveteen Dream, unfortunately for the
Backlot
Velveteen Dream, it's
brawl.
Adam Cole who's the champion. Adam Cole, who doesn't just
All
want to be
taken in
champion.
the-
Adam Cole wants to be the Michael Jordan of NXT.
All taken in
Adam
the
Cole wants
backyard.
to be the
Yeah, I think
greatest
so.
Of all time. And tonight, I believe he will.
The match is
And
being taken
Velveteen
into a
Dream will
backyard.
go
I don't know how
on.
this is going to
He will
work.
go
Should
to
be
the
interesting though.
championship game, but he will leave
I'm
it
hoping it's going to be more cinematic. So.
Pat, nice little shot there.
There was no reason for that. Scott, you said he seems desperate. I don't think he's desperate at all. I think he's hungry. And that's what happens whenever
Hungry.
you've been looking for this moment for so long. Velveteen Dream has been a North American champion. He's won takeovers before even getting into a match with his entrances. But Adam Cole is worried about
Velveteen
running cheap
Dream.
limos.
How you doing, Alice? You doing okay? I know it's a bit late for you. Well, I don't know. It's 11:30. It's not too bad, but I can't see you being with me till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is probably when this is going to end.
In your house, Sam. In your house, Scott. You will get
In
a
your
chance
house,
to
in your
see
house.
a
Just chilling. Yeah, me too.
come to fruition for
And
Velveteen Dream as
just a
Adam
chill day. It was my
Cole
birthday.
gets
Did a bit,
knocked off
a bit.
this high horse, this insufferable
Really,
high horse that he's been on for the last
I
few
just played I just started playing Spider-Man on PS4, and God, that's a fun game. I'm really gonna play a lot of that. I'm gonna play a lot of that when
That,
the.
my friends, is undisputed.
Hi, Sean. How you doing? Thank you. I'm glad.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, the NXT Championship
This is-
on the line tonight.
Oh.
Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, a backlot brawl.
Who's your money on, guys? Adam Cole or the Velveteen Dream? Let me know in the comments below.
Lots more to do. We're coming right back.
I just wanted to start now. I'm in favor of the kickoff show. Let's just go. We are NXT. Do you think this is going to be 3 hours or 2.5 hours as well? That's another one. Thanks, Frank. How are you doing? You doing okay? Just having a chill day at the moment. I think they may snatch some expensive chairs and smack each other in a trampoline. I don't think that's how it's. Sure, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting you ready for NXT Takeover in your house.
You have no idea. Yeah, I'm going for Cole as well, Joey.
Sam Roberts, I'm Scott Stanford. Of course, I want to
Cole all the way. I can't see Cole
Cole
dropping it.
with his insight on tonight's action. Sam, I
Sure.
can't believe we touched on it earlier.
Oh, sorry.
5 years since the first in your house, 20 since the last
Sure.
one. Todd Pettengill tonight. We get to see him, and I know. Listen, you're a historian.
Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne.
You know, your thoughts. What was your favorite?
Sean
match
Wayne.
From that
I'm sorry if I
first one,
pronounced that wrong. If I'm pronouncing it
The
wrong, I'm so
opening
sorry.
match of In Your House, of the first
Thought it was
In
like
Your
an
House.
hour.
Really,
No.
Bret
No, it's like till
Hart,
like.
we had not seen anything like that in that era.
It's
Such an
just like
underrated
it's
fight.
the whole pay-per-view, so I don't know how long the
There's
pay-per-view is
so
going to
many.
be.
Go back and look on the network. You got Mind Games.
Surviving, day off work tomorrow. Oh, nice.
Bad Blood. Ground
I'm
Zero
off tomorrow
was
as well.
so many good ones.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be reacting to this. I usually do my reactions in the morning, the day after, but because it's my birthday, I thought I'd treat myself and have a drink and live stream.
The new Gargano way. So
Plus, I haven't been sleeping properly lately anyway. I've been up till 3 or 4 o'clock each day, so I thought I might as well just do it live. Do it live! Doing it live! Gargano versus Lee. Now, that's a good match.
the NXT North American Championship
Finn Balor.
tonight.
Finn Balor, okay. Table for free, what? Do. Table for two.
Life came true. The first ever Triple Crown winner.
First ever Triple Crown winner, Johnny Gargano. Yeah, that's true.
No one, but I did.
Gargano's great.
That Johnny Gargano would become the heart and soul of NXT. No one.
How old are you, buddy? 31.
He did. Thank you.
Don't tell anybody. I feel old as hell.
Fairy tale is NXT.
31 today.
The NXT that we love, the NXT that I helped build, is gone. The only one thing we can do, that's tear it down and rebuild it in our image. I like that.
Who do you think is winning, Johnny Gargano or Keith Lee? I think Keith Lee's great, but I think he's going to drop the North American Championship, so I think Gargano's going to win, and then Keith's going to move on to face Adam Cole at the next takeover probably, because Keith Lee he's getting too big metaphorically and physically for the North American title now. He needs to go up for the world.
What was that? You were talking to me, and then you were looking elsewhere. And what the sound effects?
Just do it!
I'm Johnny Gargano. I carry an imaginary flag for NXT, even though nobody asked me to. And
Keith Lee is a fantastic wrestler. Keith Lee's my idol. I love that man. What is your favourite match to see? Well, the one I'm most looking forward to, probably Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano, actually, probably. Because I feel Gargano always puts on 5-star matches, and Keith Lee, even though I don't know if they get 5 stars, every time I watch a Keith Lee match, I'm blown away because he's incredible. So I imagine this is going to be a 12-star classic by Dave Meltzer. I don't know realistically how Gargano could beat Keith Lee in real life, because Keith Lee is like 6 times bigger than him. But he's going to be a dirty diddler, like a heel. But yeah, that's the match I'm most looking for. My favourite match of all time, I'd have to think about that. Bask in his glory.
Against Lee on NXT this past Wednesday. And Gargano and Candice LeRae coming in as well. Johnny Wrestling. Two-time North American champ here. NXT.
Should be good. I'm really looking forward to this.
NXT Takeover in your house, just a little while, top of the hour. And Sam, listen, we spoke about
excited.
this earlier. Johnny Gargano
13 minutes and we getting kicked off.
to a new level when he
And I'm going to watch all this pay-per-view, get a little bit of a buzz on, drink some cider, some whiskey, and then I can play Spider-Man until like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, because that game is great. Literally only just started playing it. What's up, people? Hi, Buddy Murphy. I don't think, are you the actual Buddy Murphy? I mean, I'd be so excited if you are the actual Buddy Murphy, but yeah, I have my doubts. No offense.
He's saying is true. He has held every major singles championship. He has held the title of having Takeover Match of the Year, year after year, but still,
he is. Yeah.
Fans are able to so quickly move on from Johnny Gargano.
I like Johnny Gargano. I haven't moved on from Johnny Gargano.
Had with him this humility that got him absolutely nowhere. Yeah. He has now succumbed to this idea that, wait, I am better than everybody else. It's time for me to go and remind people. And tonight, I think he's going to.
Sorry if I'm lagging, guys. I do apologize. I've tried my best to get it to stop lagging, but it just keeps lagging, which is annoying.
Is the best.
Yeah, and like you
best
said,
there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Wait, that's not Johnny Gargano. That's Bret Hart.
Yeah, and I mean, and you look at Candice LeRae as well.
Candice is great too.
Mr. and Mrs. Wrestling.
Mr. and Mrs. Wrestling.
They've spent many years where both of them have been considered the.
I mean, I think this is a stacked card. The only match that doesn't feel stacked is the 6-woman tag match, because that does feel like almost like something you would have on an NXT show. But I'm still digging it because you got Tegan Nox in it, the Welsh girl from the valleys. It's the one they're talking about, yeah.
You know, Candice LeRae leads her squad.
Tegan.
Mia Yim leads her squad. Give me your thoughts on that. Who do you think comes out?
Tegan.
Well, I don't think anybody.
Tegan's my favorite, but obviously because she's Welsh. That's literally it. I'm a bit biased.
So I definitely think
I have a lot of Welsh pride, so.
And her team,
my hair is a mess. Oh my
but I think
god.
that the key to this match is the display of why NXT has the best women's division.
It does have the best women's division.
Right,
I'm going to jump out for the night. Hope you enjoy the show and have a great birthday. I'll let you know when. Yeah, no problem. Have a nice day, Joey. Nice seeing you, man. Thanks for dropping by.
I'm an originals guy. I don't like rip-offs.
What's my
You know
favorite
what I mean? I
takeover
don't need
match
parodies
ever?
or whatever it is. So, I mean,
Probably
I'm
Johnny
going to one of
Gargano
those two
versus
days. It's gonna be
Andrade.
with my Elite
Probably.
Squad members, Johnny
Yeah,
Gargano and
that'd be
Candice
my
LeRae.
favorite.
Comes home with the
It's
NXT
like it was a weird one, but it was a really
This
good
is
one.
the
I
end.
thought that's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the end.
And if you count NXT Takeover UK, it'd be Tyler Bate versus Walter because I was there in NXT Takeover Cardiff and it was a brilliant match. 5 stars.
Women's title up for grabs in a triple threat match. We're going to break that all down. Coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Anyone else hoping Charlotte drops the belt? I'm kind of hoping Charlotte drops the belt. Like, oh, Sasha versus Bayley's also a fantastic match. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Now that, actually, yeah. If we're going all time, maybe Nakamura versus Sami Zayn's my favourite. If we're going, like, old school. Nakamura's debut was incredible. But yeah, Sasha versus Bayley. Which one? The first one or the Iron Woman match? Or Iron Man match? Respect Brooklyn or Respect? Because both those matches are great. I think I actually prefer Respect to Brooklyn. Even though Brooklyn's incredible.
We want to give a special thanks to Code Orange for underneath.
Code Orange again. Bloody Code Orange is all the theme songs for WWE at the moment.
On Apple Music and
I don't even know who Code Orange are properly. I just know they do WWE themes a lot. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor.
Come at the expense of Finn Balor. Priest does attack
Balor. Finn Balor. I've had literally like half a can and I'm already feeling tipsy.
You come at the Prince. You best not miss.
You come at the Prince, baby.
Wrestling Playbook 101. Attack the guy.
Finn Balor's current status is unknown.
Get the push.
An incident occurred
Attack the guy,
inside
get
the
the
NXT
push.
locker
Okay, okay,
And the bell rings.
this should be a good match as well. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. I think Damian Priest needs the win, but I think Finn Balor is going to take the win. Undertaker versus Sting never happened. Who you got? Okay, so if the match happened, Taker. Because Taker, like, never loses, really. And I know Sting loses, but it's hard to explain. So it's like basically the Undertaker, I think, is only... If he's lost about 10 people in his career, I think. It's a very long career. Whereas Sting loses quite a lot, but then he comes back. And also, I feel like Undertaker's like the big... If they're prime, obviously Undertaker's like a big guy, and then Sting's not small by any means, but he's small compared to Undertaker. So he'd be the underdog in the matchup, right? So I feel like Undertaker would win, but Sting would look really impressive in defeat. And they'd probably have a couple of matches, and they would go back and forth with it. But I think my money would be on Undertaker. But, you know, I like Sting too. So, you know.
Listen, Priest has shown us that he is a very dangerous
Wish that
man,
was
but
Finn back in the
after
Demon.
a Finn
I like heel Finn, man. I really like heel Finn on NXT. I do miss the Demon a bit, but I do like Prince Finn Balor. Finn Balor.
Remember I was talking about evolving before? That's exactly what Finn Balor has done.
Finn
He's
Balor?
evolved. When he first got signed to NXT, I was so excited because at the time...
Sorry, I was looking at my
he
phone because I just had a
best
message.
wrestler in the world, and NXT got him, and he came to NXT, and he was very good.
Right.
I don't know if he was the best in the world, but he was very good. He went to Raw, he went to SmackDown. I don't know what happened. He was far from the best. But he comes back to NXT, and this is the guy I was waiting for from the beginning. The Prince arrives. He evolves into the form that he should have been from the beginning, and that's the guy that we've seen in NXT.
Heel Finn Balor is a great heel. I like face Finn Balor as well, but when it's just smiley baby face Finn Balor, it's not as good.
At these takeovers under those bright lights against Priest tonight. It's going to be very interesting.
Super interesting.
Folks, just a few minutes left before NXT Takeover. In Your House comes your way.
In your house.
Sam, 3 of the most talented
This
and
is
dangerous
my
women in
house.
NXT. Triple threat.
Who do you think? Who you got for the women's triple threat? I picked you, Shirai, but it could be any of them, honestly.
With an advantage in this match.
Ooh. It's going to be kicking off in about 6 minutes.
To be crowned NXT Women's Champion is to be considered among the elite.
Do you think Randy Orton will win a title despite the winning? Win a title despite losses to Edge. Yeah, Randy Orton's untouchable at this point in his career. If they want to put a belt on him, they will. Essentially, if they're like, oh, this person's injured, or this person can't be the champion for a while, or this person can't do this, Randy, come in and be champion for like 3 months. It's like, yeah, all right. I mean, they could just put the belt on Randy whenever they feel like it. He's like established star. Prince Finn is good too. He is.
The evil genius of the sky who climbed the ladder of the NXT Women's Division to the top.
She's so good, Io Shirai. I want Io Shirai to win. But yeah, I can see Randy Orton taking the belt. So at some point, WWE or Universal or even United States or Intercontinental, I mean, he can hold any belt he wants. But he is part-time now, so maybe not. I don't know. But then Brock Lesnar's part-time and he wins all the belts all the time, so.
Despite her loss at WrestleMania, the nightmare of NXT's
Rhea Ripley got kind of the short end of the stick, I think, at WrestleMania. She should have won.
The NXT Women's Championship has been shown on all 3 brands. That means there's more viewers on it. So that's why I need to get my NXT Women's Championship back.
And if I have to beat that into Io Shirai, then so be it.
Wow.
Unfinished business.
Oof. DDT. Big boot. Spear! Charlotte has a really good spear. It's like up there with Goldberg and Roman Reigns' spear, honestly. And it's just a transitional move for Charlotte.
Rhea Ripley is a force to be reckoned with, and you can see that hunger in her eyes.
For Charlotte, she's there to prove it is not their time.
3 athletes looking to
3
showcase
athletes.
their value.
I appreciate the ability and the athleticism of Io Shirai.
Victory
Oof.
will fall from
Why does Lesnar never lose? He lost at It's.
You didn't know that the future of women's wrestling is Rhea Ripley.
He lost at It's.
Now you know. I've only scratched
What is your favorite heel?
Greatest competitors hoping to
Ever?
solidify their place
Edge.
in history.
I thought Edge, when Edge was a heel back in the day, when he was the ultimate opportunist cashing in the briefcase for the first time, that was incredible. Probably ever. And at the moment, AJ, at the moment, probably the best heel in the company at the moment. Even though I still like him, so obviously he's likable.
Well, I'll tell you what, that.
But yeah, I know you deleted the message, but it was something about Brock Lesnar never losing. He does lose sometimes, but he has a very good win-loss ratio. He had a very good. Why does Brock Lesnar never lose? He came from UFC and just beat Taker like nothing. What the fuck about? Yeah, that was Vince. That was. Vince just wanted someone to end the streak, and he was like, "Oh, if Brock's not going to be the one to do it, who's going to do it?" And if I would recommend watching Undertaker's Last Ride. It's a documentary series on the WWE Network, and they go into detail about this. But yeah, Brock, he had a really. He didn't just come from UFC though. Brock started. He was an amateur wrestler. Then he came to WWE and had a really good run in WWE. Then went to UFC, and then came back to WWE. He is Brock Lesnar does have a lot. He can be a very good wrestler. I recommend going and watch his match with Kurt Angle from WrestleMania 19, I think it was. Or was it 21?
In your house tonight.
But yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle, the main event. He does a shooting star press and like concusses himself by landing on his head. But you can see the Brock has a lot more moves in his arsenal. At the moment, he just German suplexes people and then F5s. It's not that interesting, I admit. But he has been a good wrestler in the past. And he is obviously legit as well because he's got a UFC background. Which I'm not super into the legit. Like, it's wrestling at the end of the day. If you're good at UFC, you're good at UFC. If you're good at wrestling, you're good at wrestling. It doesn't mean one's going to lead to the other. What would be the best person to go heel right now? So someone who's a babyface, essentially, who's not being used properly would be ideal. So let me think. I'll have to think about that one. Who would be a good heel right now?
undisputed.
Man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done our part. Now it's time to sit back.
I don't
and
know.
enjoy the action.
That's a hard
It is
question.
about to come at you fast and furious. Subscribe
Kevin
to the
Owens?
network right
Kevin
now.
Owens is always better as a heel, and they're not really using him much as a babyface.
NXT Takeover.
Kevin Owens is always a great heel.
Network. And my friends,
After Bobby Lashley versus Drew, you should have Drew versus Kevin Owens, heel Kevin Owens, because heel Kevin Owens is always the best. I would say Kevin Owens. Yeah. And Bailey, Sasha needs to turn face, even though she's kind of on the fence at the moment.
NXT for over 5.5 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
It is, yeah. 5 years.
Welcome everyone to the first ever NXT Takeover in your
This is great.
house. Remember me? I'm Todd Pettengill, and I had the
Yeah, one of my
honor
favorites,
being
Todd.
part of the very first move in, and now even more proud to be
Man, I was not super into what are they called? The new generation era of wrestling. I really got into wrestling during the Attitude Era. I've looked back at it, but it wasn't my fondest memories. And obviously, In Your House was that kind of era of wrestling. This should be amazing. Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa. Cole. This is such a stacked card. I say the match is least stacked is the 6-woman tag, but even that's going to be great. Oof. This is so good. It's got like a retro feel to it and everything. This is brilliant. Finn Balor versus Damian Prince. Wow, they got Yokozuna on the telly. That's amazing. Edge has the best cash in ever. He does. I am followed by Seth and Dolph. Those three are the best three.
Welcome to our house.
Okay. Welcome to my house party. Okay. Alright. Cool. So bit of music. Turned it down a little bit. Yes, Edge was I think Edge was the best one in a way because no one knew what was going on and it was like, Edge just stole the title? Like, what the hell? Edge stole the title and it blew everyone's mind. It was like, like we didn't know that's what Money in the Bank was. But obviously now we know it when it's established. The pop for Dolph Ziggler, the pop for Seth, both of them are great. I've turned down Code Orange a little bit just so I can talk to you guys properly. You can probably still hear it in the background, probably, right? I'm really looking forward to this show. It should be fun. Are you guys watching the show at the same time as talking to me, or you just got me up? So I'll try and commentate and be as best, describe what's going on as best I can. Heavy metal. I love it. It should be good. Underneath by Code Orange. Got my dog with me as well. She's just down there. Rock and roll. Ooh. They always have long performances these days. I like how they have the actual house, which is cool. like they did back in the day. I wonder if they just got the house out of the archives. So I don't know if you guys know, in Stamford where they got the Titan Towers, they have all the stuff saved, or a lot of the stuff saved, like the blue cage, the old Hell in a Cell, the old Elimination Chamber, all that kind of stuff's all saved there. So I wonder if they saved the house from the original sets and then brought it back, or if they just rebuilt it again. I would love to know. What was your favorite King of the Ring winner? That's hard. Austin, because he cut the Austin 316 promo straight after winning. Definitely the best babyface one. Heel, best heel King of the Ring, probably King Booker. That was like my era. Presents in your house. This is great. I like it. Grammy nominated, eh? Who's your favorite King of the Ring? You have to let me know. NXT. What's the opening match? Oh, is it the women's match? I love the little mini tank. It's so good. Oh, I can turn the audio back on now. I didn't want to get a copyright strike from Code Orange for playing their music. So good. I love the little toy tank. It's so funny. Tegan! Tegan! Welsh girl. I got Mark Andrews, who's a Welsh wrestler as well, repping the Welsh. Tegan! My favourite. She's so good. I really wanted to be winning the champion today. She's got a Welsh flag on her shoulder. Yay! If you didn't know, I'm Welsh. Bit of patriotism. I'm loving this so far. The set is great. In Your House. I love how they brought In Your House back for this. This is so good. As I said, I wasn't really around for the new generation era of wrestling, so this is kind of, I never really experienced In Your House, like when it was happening. I went back and watched a couple of them, obviously, like Bad Blood and stuff, like the original Hell in a Cell. Tegan's my favorite, man. I got a little bit of a thing for Tegan. She's a Welsh girl. I gotta be patriotic, man. Babyface triple in the heel Sheamus. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I suppose that's true. Wales. Go Wales. Well, yeah, she's like as I got my Mark Andrews shirt on. Mark Andrews and Gordon Webster were the first two Welsh champions ever in WWE, and we saw that happen live in NXT Takeover Cardiff. But I have I'm hoping and praying that Tegan's going to be the first woman to hold, the first Welsh woman to hold the WWE Championship. I would love that so much. It would mean so much as a Welshman to see that, because she is so good as well. She's phenomenal, Tegan Knox. I don't know, she needs a push. I really hope she don't get buried, because she's so good, Tegan Knox. Said she's one of my favourites.
These personal issues about to be turned up to 11.
You're absolutely right. Think about how much things exploded this past Wednesday night on NXT. It resulted in
For great justice, indeed.
six of these superstars with something to prove.
Babyface Trip and heel Sheamus is your favourite King of the Ring.
We anticipate a combustible confrontation.
Here you go, Mia Yim. Candice is going to tag herself out, isn't she?
Although it appears Candice LeRae may not be.
Oya Basa belong to Oya Basa belongs to us. Okay, sure. Nice old school meme, Alice. Raquel Gonzalez is on fire. Mia Yim getting thrown around. Gonzalez is massive. She's like 6 foot. She must be like 6 foot something. She looks at it anyway. Mia Yim got the guillotine headlock. Oh, reversed suplex. Ooh. Oh, Tegan. Tegan's in. Tegan. Go on, Tegan. The kicks from Tegan. One Welsh girl, use some Welsh power. No, I was just got knocked down when I said that. God damn it. C plus for effort, I say. Yeah. Hey, hey, ho, ho, happy birthday. Anthony JCP. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Thank you for the happy birthday as well. It's been a weird birthday because of the lockdown and isolation and all that, but it's been a fun one. It's been a bit different, but I've made the most of it. I appreciate everyone who said happy birthday, and it means a lot. I mean, this stream is essentially, as I said, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is like essentially my birthday party because I haven't really been able to see anyone today because, you know, of lockdown and isolation and all that. So I appreciate everyone who's turned out so far. How you doing, Anthony? Anyway, you doing okay? 1, 2, 2. Tegan almost won. Heel Keith. Oh, heel Kevin Owens. I thought you said heel Keith Lee for a second. Heel Kevin Owens is one of my favorites. So savage. He is. He's great as a heel Kevin Owens. He needs to be heel again. I like... If they made him more like Austin when he's babyface, I would dig it more. But he's kind of... He does have his faults as a babyface. Dexter Lumis has to be... Kidnapping Undisputed Era. It's been teased for so long. That'd be awesome. I got a moth in here. God damn it. There's got to be some kind of stuff in the Undisputed Era. I feel like Keith Lee's going to be the one who finally overthrows the Undisputed Era, though. I really do. He's got to be the guy. He's got to be the next NXT champion. Chelsea Blackheart. It's really weird. Oh, we get it. Tope Suicida. Oh, caught. Caught. Blackheart just. Oh, Mia Yim. Tope Suicida. Tope. Suicida. Tope. Oh, moonsault from Candice. Oh, Tegan. Tegan's going to the top. Let's go, Tegan. Blurry neck. Oh! Mamma mia! That was awesome. She did like a Molly go round, I think. Nox is so good. If she doesn't win that women's championship, I'm going to be so disappointed. She'll be the first, as I said, the first ever woman, Welsh woman to hold a WWE championship, and I really hope it happens. And people were saying we're trying to start Adam Cole to AEW rumors, but Cole signed a new deal. Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't think Adam Cole's going anywhere. He's like the face of NXT at the moment. All happening in the Cena. All happening in the Cena. Yeah. Welsh scenery. Okay. My mum is living with me and she just walked past. Oh, bridge on Candice. Oh, kick from Blackheart. Oh, to Blackheart. Spill a bit of my alcohol. When Kevin Owens beats John Cena... Oh, yes, definitely. When Kevin Owens beats John Cena when he was still the NXT champion, that was incredible. Like, coming up and basically putting NXT on the map. Like, he's one of the biggest... I think he's one of the people who got NXT on the map the most, Kevin Owens. And that was incredible when he beat John Cena. It's going to be weird. No new NXT sightings in the crowd. Yeah. That is weird. Yeah, that's usually a thing with NXT, isn't it? There's like just some random guy in the crowd or girl in the crowd. It's like, this random person just signed for NXT. It's like, oh, cool.
That does not sit well with Shotzi Blackheart. Nobody puts hands
My dog's being a bit weird. What are you doing? Got my dog with me, by the way. She's just chilling. I love that. It's just the over-the-top punches. Like, they literally saying when they punch. 6-woman tag. Who you got on this one, guys? I think I went for the baby faces in the end. I can't remember. This one was the hardest one to pick, I think. Because it literally could go anyway. I think because it's the opening match, I think the baby faces might win this one. Dakota Kai. Boo! Be careful! the Dakota. WWE is going to start over with The Fiend and do Roman versus The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. Possibly. That's if Roman comes back. The stuff with Roman's being a bit all over the place. They're being a bit weird with Roman. Like, they won't even show him on TV anymore, which is weird. But yeah, I imagine that's probably what they want to do. That was the original plan for WrestleMania, but Goldberg drew ratings before Super Showdown, and then Goldberg was like, "I don't want to lose. It's bad for my image," which is like bullshit. Which I hate that. I really hate that. 2-3. Basically he cost Fiend the championship. And then Braun stepped into Roman's place, and they wanted to keep the title on Goldberg, and Goldberg was like, nah. So then they gave the title to Braun. It's crazy. So basically, single-handedly, Braun got the title because of Goldberg. Goldberg was the reason Braun's champion, which is kind of crazy. It's because of the way he screwed over the Fiend, and then he didn't want to wrestle any more matches after Mania. I got a feeling Charlotte is winning. And Tessa Blanchard is going to debut before SummerSlam weekend. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I think they've got to save some big debuts for the actual, when the show comes back, like live. It's not quite the same without an audience, you know. Tessa Blanchard would be huge. It would be an absolutely huge signing if she comes through. I think Charlotte's going to hold that title for a while. I'm hoping she drops it tonight, but probably not. 1, 2. Kick out, Tegan! Do you think Kayla Braxton getting slimed was funny? Honestly, not really, no. That's not my sense of humour. That whole... I don't know if you saw my reaction to that. I reacted to all the prank stuff, and I just took the mick the whole time because I thought it was stupid. So, to be honest, the whole reaction is me taking the piss. Oh! Dakota Kai just kicked her partner. Tegan. Is Tegan going to get revenge? Oh, Lady Kane chokeslam, I love that. Yeah, Tegan Knox, if you don't know, Tegan Knox's favourite wrestler is Kane. So she calls herself Lady Kane on up, down, down, and now it's become part of her moveset, which is insanely cool. Shining Wizard! Is that it? The baby faces win? 2. Tegan pinned her as well. Tegan! So the hacker storyline was dropped. Remember the rumours? They wanted to wait until the crowd pop. Maybe it's Punk. I can't see it being Punk. If it was Punk, they just bring it back. They don't need to build up Punk. I can't see it being Punk. Maybe it'd be Punk. I don't know. It'll be something. It's gonna be something really stupid because WWE, they always come up with these ideas and then they never pay them off. It'll be Hornswoggle or something. Yeah, Tegan just won it for him, so I'm super happy. Guy.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
What the hell?
Good humor WWE superstar cookie sandwich. Rich, creamy.
I love it.
And just
Cookie sandwich.
150 calories. These frozen snacks are a delicious way to indulge.
Wow.
Good humor WWE.
So they're just literally going for the retro thing, right? Really, they're trying to make it look and feel as much like the original In Your House as they can, which is great. Actually, I love that. I think as I said, the whole Swaggle will be the hacker now, just to take the mic. They should do something really cool and build it up. I can see it being a jobber. I mean, obviously, logic would be Ali. Heel CM. Oh man, heel CM Punk in general is one of my favorites of all time. It was so good, CM Punk. CM Punk versus The Undertaker. A lot of people didn't like that, but I absolutely love that storyline. I think Paul Bearer would have liked it as well, to be honest. Yeah, heel CM Punk's great, and face CM Punk, just CM Punk in general. He was incredible. Like the Summer of Punk stuff was insane. Like the pipe bomb, just in crazy stuff. Ooh, Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Who you got and why? Let me know in the comments below. I said Damian Priest needs to win this one for his career, but I'm thinking Finn Balor's gonna win because it's Finn frickin' Balor. It's Finn frickin' Balor. He's gonna win this one. Go one-on-one with the guy, Finn Balor. My Irish accent is really bad. It's almost as bad as my Scottish. Prince Devin versus Damien. Hello, Seth Rollins. Are you the real Seth Rollins? Or are you? I'm assuming you're not the real Seth Rollins, but I do appreciate your time. How are you, Seth Rollins? How you doing? How you doing, Seth? How's Becky? I'm good, thank you. See, Seth Rollins is really good to heel at the moment. Actually, I should have said that earlier. He's one of my favorite heels. I love the gimmick of the that he thinks he's the Messiah, which I think is great. Kneel at the Prince. Finn Balor. Tegan Knox, I think, could be the next to Charlotte. Could be next for Charlotte. I hope so. I hope she wins then. Because, as I said, Tegan's one of my favorites. I really want Tegan to get a good push and to win. Damian Priest is teleporting. Becky is fine. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, Becky's one of my favorites, to be fair. I teared up when she announced she was pregnant. I really did. It was emotional. And in a good way, not in a bad way. How you doing, Seth? Having a good time? As I said, I'm a bit biased because I'm a Welshman, but I really want Tegan Knox to be the next NXT Women's Champion. I really do. First Welsh woman to hold an NXT Championship. But yeah, Finn Balor versus Damian Priest are on now. So, a lot of you think Finn Balor's winning it. I think Finn Balor's winning it, but Damian could win it. He could pull something out of the bag. He could do something dirty. By the way, it's me, the fake Buddy Murphy. Oh, okay. You got multiple accounts. Either way, it's cool. I'm not taking the piss. I'm sorry if it comes across like that. The Messiah things. You don't like the Messiah thing. I like the Messiah thing. I think it's great. I really like the Messiah stuff. Finn Balor's coming out. Bullet Club for life. I really like the Messiah stuff. I thought it was great. I prefer him as a heel than as a face. Babyface Seth Rollins is so vanilla. He needs the heel edge. I think he's much better when he's a heel. That's not me having a go at, again, having a go at Seth, because I think a lot of baby faces in WWE are vanilla. It's the way they do it in WWE. The baby faces have no personality. The heels do.
Judging by the photo Balor posted on Twitter where he superimposed Priest's head on an infant, Balor's looking to treat Priest like
What the hell? He's on Instagram. He put a picture of Damian Priest's head on a baby. That's really weird. Why would you do that? I don't need to know that. Finn Balor is like just the coolest guy on the planet. How he has not had a bigger push, I'll never know. I know he won the Universal Championship, but how he didn't get the Universal Championship back when he came back from injury, and how he won WWE Champion, I don't understand. Because he is so good. Finn Balor could have been like, he could have been like the next Stone Cold Steve Austin, I swear. He's got like this edge to him, and he's just cool. He's like the Fonz, man. He's like, hey, do you guys know the Fonz? Happy Days. But he's just cool. He's just straight up cool. Finn Balor straight into it. Vince watching Takeover thinking who sent Corbin back to NXT. Ouch. Ouch. Who you got in the triple threat match? I keep changing my mind. It's the women's triple threat, I'm assuming. I picked Io Shirai in my predictions video. I think Charlotte's winning. I hope she doesn't, though. I hope Charlotte doesn't win, but I think Charlotte's winning. Honestly, but I would love Io Shirai just to win the title. I would love Io Shirai to win the title, and then Rhea Ripley has a chip on her shoulder, and then Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai makes more sense as a storyline going forward. And just they could get it, and get Charlotte and just put her back on SmackDown or Raw, wherever she ends up. We don't need her on all 3 shows. I don't mind Charlotte, but I just don't think she should be on all 3 shows every week. I think it's a bit much, and I don't think she should be NXT champion. She's done that, been there, done that. The NXT championship thing. She doesn't need to go back. That's my honest opinion about Charlotte. But I think, you know, Charlotte's probably going to retain. I'm thinking that's who's going to win. I did predict Io Shirai in my official predictions video though, so I've changed my mind like 6 or 7 times about that one. That's the hardest one to call. Sorry, I got a bit of a blocked nose, so I do apologise. Who have you got? Kevin. Loomis has a lot of potential. I wouldn't mind a quick feud with Cole. Yeah. Cole should just face everyone. Cole just win. Is amazing. Cole's my favourite, by the way. Just FYI. Why WWE don't use Blanchard and Shayna Baszler? Yeah, I don't know what happened with Shayna Baszler. She should have won the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I don't understand. If they knew Becky was going to win because she was pregnant, why didn't they just let Shayna win? I don't understand that. It's weird. It's a very weird thing. She didn't need to win that. I'm a Becky fan as well, so don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Becky fan, but I feel like Shayna should have won that match at Mania. Oof. What do you think of Damian Priest? Do you think he's got potential to go forward? I think he's pretty decent. I think he could do well. Is he Finn Balor material? No, honestly. Riddle's going to show up wearing boots with a... Oh no, I hope not. Jeez. If Charlotte wins, I'll be mad. I know I will as well. I'm not saying I want Charlotte to win. And again, I'm not mad at Charlotte. I don't hate Charlotte. I don't dislike Charlotte. I just think that she shouldn't be NXT champion. I think that she should be on SmackDown or Raw. And just stay there. Honestly, I don't think she should be back in NXT. I feel like I know NXT is no longer developmental technically, but there's so many great women on NXT. There's so many great women on NXT. That 6-woman tag match at the beginning of the show just sums it up. Then you got Io Shirai, you got Rhea Ripley, you've got Candice is in the 6-woman tag, but you know what I mean. You have all these women, and the title's been given to Charlotte, who's a former NXT, and she's been on Raw and SmackDown. I feel like Charlotte should drop the title and go back to those shows. I will be mad if Charlotte wins, but I think she will. Sadly. Everyone clap. Knowing Vince, Matt Riddle will be just Riddle, or they'll change it to the Riddler. Oh no! No. Matt Riddle will come out and he'll be doing riddles. He'll be giving riddles to people. Matt Riddle is one of my favourite guys on the roster. I really hope they don't change him, because he's so good. What do you think? What do you think should feud? Who do you think should feud with? I'm assuming you mean who should feud with Charlotte? I don't know. She should go SmackDown, so maybe. I'm not sure, actually. I'm trying to think now. Charlotte versus Lacey Evans, maybe? I think we've already seen that, but I'm trying to think who's on SmackDown. I think Charlotte should go back to SmackDown and stay on there. Because Raw's okay. Raw don't need anyone at the moment. Or you could have Oscar versus Charlotte and have Oscar finally go over Charlotte. That'd be pretty good. Your favourite Becky Lynch match, you know? What's my favourite Becky Lynch match? Yeah, Tessa Blanchard, yeah. Charlotte versus Shayna Baszler would be good. Yeah. My favourite match between my favourite Becky Lynch match is her match against Charlotte Evolution. Yeah. The Evolution pay-per-view, it'd be Charlotte versus Becky Lynch in, I think it was a street fight. Or no DQ. It was a hardcore match anyway. That would be my favourite. Dream and two apparently are coming up after tonight. Okay. Dream and EO apparently are coming up after. Okay. Fair enough. You think they're going to go to Raw and SmackDown? I suppose so. Dream, I'm okay with going up. Yeah, Dream is cool. EO, I think EO's got so much potential. She should stay in NXT a bit longer. But maybe, yeah, the women's division are a bit small. Well, would we have EO and Oscar on the same roster? I feel like Oscar, EO, and we'd have Oscar, EO, and Kairi Sane all on the same roster, which WWE don't know how to treat Japanese wrestlers. If like Shinsuke Nakamura has proven that point. Oscar's probably the best they've treated a Japanese wrestler ever, but Kairi Sane has become a jobber on Raw, which is pathetic because she's amazing. So I'm hoping if EO does get called up, she goes to SmackDown. SmackDown's a bit light, I feel, on the women's side, so I think that might work. When Becky Lynch wins SmackDown, when she wins the SmackDown Championship, yeah. Which time she won the SmackDown Women's Championship a couple of times. I wish Cody was still around. My dream match could be Cody versus the Dream versus Nightmare. Just because of that name, Dream versus Nightmare, that works. Yeah. I mean the American Dream is obviously Dusty Rhodes, baby. But yeah, Dream versus Nightmare. 1, 2. I mean, you could still see Velveteen Dream going to AEW at some point. That could still happen. Just shows up for the TNT title match against Cody. Hello, hi mate. How you doing? The People's Wrestling Channel. That's a cool name. I need to nick that channel name. Sorry, it's now mine. No, I'm joking. On the damn apron, the hottest part of the ring. God damn it! I always love your reaction videos. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. It really does. I like doing reaction videos, and it's a lot of fun. But obviously, your guys' feedback is always what I really enjoy the most, to be honest. Why WWE call Backlash the greatest match ever? I don't know. I don't get that. I think they're trolling. I think they're trolling us, because obviously Edge versus Randy Orton is not going to be the best match ever. I think we all know that, to be honest. And with Becky became Becky two belts at WrestleMania. Yes, Becky 2 belts WrestleMania. I love the storyline. I love that Becky wasn't in the Royal Rumble. She stole. Who she steal? She stole Lana's spot. Entered number 30. Won the Royal Rumble. Went to WrestleMania. Faced Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. Won the belt. The match itself was a bit of a dud, and they also messed up the finish, which annoys me. That's the only reason I wouldn't say that's my favorite Becky match, because the match itself wasn't great. The rivalry before and after, and the ending was great, like the having 2 belts, but the match itself and the pinfall was a bit bad. Happy birthday! Thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate that. One of these weeks, someone major is going to come and beat Cody as a surprise. Man, I really hope so. The fact they're doing the Open Challenge thing is great. I love Open Challenge. Open Challenge was the best. That was the best John Cena run ever, was the Open Challenge. Oh, Damian Priest going for a chokeslam. So far, so good. I'm liking this pay-per-view in your house. Yeah, I am as well. The 6-woman tag match was great. Oh, chokeslam! Finn Balor's dead, ladies and gentlemen. He's just being killed by Damian Priest. The longest pinfall ever. 2. No, there's no way that was going to be 3. But like a chokeslam from the top rope, that's brutal. Yeah, I'm enjoying this pay-per-view so far, and thank you for the happy birthday. Loving the old school set. Yeah, me too. Really good. I was saying at the beginning, I wonder if they brought it from the... they got the archives in Stamford in their Titan Towers. I'm wondering if they've kept the old sets from back in the day and just brought the old sets back, or if they built it from scratch. I hope they brought back the old set, because that's just amazing if they did. I think Cody's Open Challenge are going to end up either Rusev or Zack Ryder debuting and winning. Oh, that would be cool. Rusev would be amazing. Could you imagine? Remember the first NXT? Do you mean, when you say the first NXT, do you mean the first NXT Takeover, which is a rival, or do you mean the game show with Daniel Bryan and stuff, which was god awful? But it was alright, I suppose. We got the Nexus out of it, I suppose. Yeah, Zack Ryder. I can imagine Zack Ryder or Rusev winning that. That'd be crazy. Cody versus Zack Ryder. Oh, powerbomb off. He's going to do a crucifix bomb off the apron to a steel step reversed. Oh! Oh, did you guys see that? Damian Priest off the ropes onto the steel step, bounced. That looked bloody painful. You enjoyed Money in the Bank this year? Yes, I did. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was very silly, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. Oh, I wasn't so sure about Otis winning, though. That was a bit weird. Stop showing Damian Priest land on the stairs. It's so brutal. I don't want to keep watching that. That's nasty. Screw it. With oh, I got a moth in here, which is, by the way, really annoying. Marty Skirtle winning it, I think you said, yeah. Marty Skirtle winning it would be insanely cool, too. Coup de grace! Back of the head! Is that it? I'm always doing another coup de grace. I like how babyface Finn Balor wins with the coup de grace. Heel Finn Balor usually wins with the 1916. What did I say? Finn Balor was going to win. I hope Finn Balor wins. Well, he's won. Your wish is my command. Do you miss the Nexus? No. Not at all. I wasn't really into wrestling too much back in the Nexus. I kind of missed that era. The thing with the Nexus is they got buried by John Cena. John Cena should have put them over at SummerSlam, and for some reason he didn't. Mana, mana, mana. Welcome to the main roster, Baron Corbin Jr. Oh, I don't think he's... That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. I laughed, though. You like the 4 horsewomen versus the UFC horsewomen? I'm still waiting for... Man, yes. And it doesn't look like that's ever going to happen now, because Ronda's kind of disappeared. Becky's gone on. And I don't even know what's happened to Shayna and her mates. They've just disappeared off the face of the planet as well. So, you know, we might see it one day, but and also the UFC 4 horsewomen are not really a thing anymore. Finn Balor just looking at Stadium Priest in the corner. Getting pointed at. He's pointing at you. Crotch fist. The greatest wrestling match ever, Randy Orton versus Edge. A lot of people very disagree with that. I can't wait for the Peep Show tomorrow. That's so good. I'll be in the team with Baron Corbin, the Corbin brothers. No! No, not the Corbin brothers. Drew McIntyre. What's Drew gonna do? What is Drew gonna do? Yeah.
Promotional consideration paid for.
I love this. I love this so far. What's Cole doing? A boat. Oh my god. Are you serious?
Well, IcoPro might be the secret to Cole's amazing title run, but it's no secret Io Shirai is regarded as one
Come on, Io. Come on, Io.
to finally bring home the prize that's eluded her. Shirai competes for the
How much do you want to bet the bell rings, Edge spears Randy Orton, and it's over? I thought it'd be the opposite. I thought it'd be Randy Orton would just RKO Edge straight away and it'd be over. Either way, I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping they go, this is the greatest match ever. It's going to be the greatest match ever. And then Randy Orton just gets a kendo stick or a chair and just hits Edge in the face and that's it. I'm really hoping that's what happens. I will laugh so hard if that happens. If they treat it like it's the greatest match ever, they build it up and they actually have a boring old wrestling match, it's going to be disappointing. I really hope they have some kind of swerve to it.
The first ever Triple Crown winner in NXT history.
If the Undertaker's wrestling the last match again, who? Who should Undertaker's final opponent be? I would say AJ Styles, but he's already done AJ Styles now. I guess AJ again. He's the best technical wrestler in the world. Maybe Daniel Bryan. Yeah? Daniel Bryan or AJ? I would say Daniel Bryan, AJ, or Seth. Daniel Bryan, Seth, or AJ. One of those 3 guys because they're the best technical wrestlers. I would say maybe Johnny Gargano, but he's still on NXT, and I don't really see him going up to SmackDown or Raw to face the Undertaker. When do you think Adam Cole will make his main roster? Well, obviously not while he's champion. I don't see him losing to Velveteen Dream, so probably after SummerSlam, I would say. Maybe WrestleMania next year.
What was that? You were talking to me and then
I think Joseph Hood thinks. Yeah, he does. Keith Lee's my favourite. This is the match I've most been looking forward to, guys. Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano. Who are you picking and why? I think Keith should win, but I think Johnny's going to win because I think Keith's going to go up to the main belt. He's going to go for the NXT World Championship. I think Keith is going up to face Adam Cole, baby. Maybe in the next pay-per-view, Takeover, Adam Cole versus Keith Lee. I'm thinking that's happening. So I'm thinking Keith Lee's going to lose tonight because he needs to get that belt off him. This is a lot of theories that might not end up being true. Johnny Ruthless, that's a nice new name. What really happened to the Hall of Fame? What really happened to the... I don't know what happened to the Hall of Fame. I don't get the question. I don't know what happened to the Hall of Fame. What happened to the Hall of Fame?
It is the Johnny Gargano way.
Oof. Johnny Gargano's very annoyed. I know it's wrestling, right? But realistically, right? Johnny Gargano is like half the size of Keith Lee. Keith Lee would literally eat him for breakfast. And I know it's wrestling, so that doesn't matter. You always have the small guy versus the big guy. Also, the small guy's the heel, which is interesting. I like that. He actually came out the house. That's really funny. Keith wins, and Adam Cole will bask in his glory and win SummerSlam weekend. Will bask in his glory at SummerSlam. Okay. I gotta go to bed. Night, Alice. Nice. And thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you showing up. It's been a lot of fun. Take care now. See you, Alice. 3 thumbs up. I mean, I want Keith Lee to win, but I also want him to be the NXT World Champion. Well, he's holding the North American Championship. I don't see him go for the world title. That's my logic, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Will NXT, like, I imagine that Keith Lee's got to drop the title before he becomes the world champion. Nia Jax really needs to go back to NXT. I don't like saying that about wrestlers because I've never wrestled, so I don't know how hard it is. But honestly, yeah, probably she kind of does. She's have some very bad. She's injured some people very badly. Night, Alice. Have a nice evening. Take care now. But yeah, Nia Jax is a botch master. And she's dangerous. Keith Lee wins the title at SummerSlam weekend. Has to be. That's what I think. Yeah. So if he wins the title at SummerSlam weekend, he's got to lose the title now, right? He's got to lose the North American. He can't hold the North American Championship and then win the world. Unless he's going to, like, unify the belts or have both belts. Be Keith 2 belts. I can't see it, though. But he could just drop it at a random NXT between now and SummerSlam weekend. So that could always happen. He could retain tonight and then lose. Oh, Keith Lee, you legend. He's got Black Lives Matter on his back. That is amazing. Well done, Keith. I really appreciate that from Keith. That's great. That's amazing. You know, it's been a very trying time in America and in the whole of the world, to be honest, with this Black Lives Matter thing. And you know, I'm strongly behind it. You know, racial equality is just bad around the world, and I don't want to preach because, you know, we're having a nice time here. We're just talking about wrestling and drinking some beers and chilling. So I'm not going to go too much into it, but obviously, mad respect to Keith Lee for that. I think SummerSlam is going to be the first show with fans. I hope so. I mean, I've made no secret of it. I've not been a fan of no fan wrestling. And I'm so glad they've brought wrestling with fans back. I mean, I kind of not been watching wrestling as much since they dropped since the fans have not been there. And most of the stuff I watch are promos and stuff which isn't relying on fans. And I think cinematic matches are the best for that, which is great. But now they've got the NXT guys there, it means a lot, so that's great. Hey man, hope you're doing great. Stay strong during these times. Keep up the good work and keep making amazing content for everyone around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Joker. Yeah, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Cheers. I appreciate that. I mean, I enjoy making the content. I'm happy that it makes you guys happy, so I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm hoping that I can just keep going at the rate I've been going. We're going to try and keep doing more stuff as much as I can. So I really appreciate that comment. That means an awful lot to me. It really does. Thank you, Joker. That means a lot. It does mean a lot. WWE let Matt Hardy go when they could have built an entire show around his type of gimmick. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, he's just holding Johnny Gargano like a baby. Jesus. Oh. Bask in his glory. He's going for a spirit bomb. Oof. Super kick. Cheers indeed. Cheers. Oh my god, he keeps catching Gargano like a baby. No. Oh, poke to the eye, you dirty diddler. You dirty diddler, Johnny. Oh, Keith Lee looks angry. It just makes me think of Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, where he's like going to Keith Lee, "Ooh, big boy, big boy." Oh, Keith is amazing. Keith needs that belt sooner rather than later, man. Sasha Banks needs a WrestleMania moment. She does. She really does. I would love it to be Bayley versus Sasha at SummerSlam though, because it's kind of like he's trying to get in his house. Because Bayley versus Sasha won a Takeover Brooklyn was SummerSlam weekend, so we would fit in to finish their rivalry at another SummerSlam, or to continue it at another SummerSlam, I guess. Uh-oh. Keith Lee's coming. Hey, Johnny. Oh! Throw Johnny into the door. Keith Lee, why are you beating up Johnny? You should have just left him. Get him counted out. You would retain your title. The bump by Priest. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know that bump was brutal, dude. I didn't want to watch that back, and I kept repeating it. It was absolutely brutal. NXT in your house has to be the yearly thing now. I really hope so. I have a bad feeling it might become like a takeover thing now. It might be like NXT Takeover in your house 2 next pay-per-view, maybe, if there's still no crowds. But they need to do it more often. It's great. I love it. Making Johnny look like come through the house was good. That was amazing. I love that. We need to do that again. That was such a good. Other people need to do that. Oh, Johnny Gargano using some of British strong style, using a bit of the breaking fingers. I love it. A bit of a Pete Dunne, breaking fingers. Oh, Keith Lee just punching. He just killed Johnny Gargano, man. Yeah. Oh, he's broke his finger. Ooh, insecurity from Gargano. I know it's wrestling, right? So you got to suspend disbelief, but seriously, Keith Lee can literally eat Johnny Gargano in his sleep. He's like twice the size of him, bro. He's doing it for the big lads. Bad respect to Keith. Oh, he stood on his hands. How long have you been a wrestling fan? I've been watching you've been watching for 20 years. Yeah, about 20 years myself. I've been ever since I was a kid. I can't remember the exact time I started watching it. My cousins are super into it. They show the first match I ever watched was Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell. Now that's a weird match to start with because then you expect that everything's going to be like that going forward. Obviously not. That was the first match I ever saw, and it was on VHS, so it obviously wasn't live. So it was a couple of months or maybe even a year after it actually happened. But that was the first match I remember vividly, and obviously I was a fan of the Attitude Era. That was what I grew up with, and Rock was my favorite as a kid. So I've been a fan of wrestling for years, probably about 20 years. Yeah, I would say about 20 years. What is your favorite NXT takeover? Can't remember the name. I think it was Chicago, the one with the six-man tag. The six-man tag. The one with the ladder match, the North American ladder match, and Johnny Gargano versus Andrade. I think that was the same pay-per-view. That was my favorite takeover, if that's the one I'm thinking of. Seth should come out of the house and recruit people. That would be amazing. Or come to the house. He should just knock on people's doors like, hello, would you like to join my cult? Hello, my name is Seth Rollins, and I would like to tell you about the most amazing book. What's your favorite all-time wrestler? You can probably guess mine. Well, The Rock's your favorite. Rock's up there, man. Rock's up there. My favorite all-time wrestler. It's hard. That's really hard because essentially I've changed my favorite wrestler constantly. All my favorite wrestlers retired, like Edge retired, CM Punk retired, Daniel Bryan retired, Brock left for a long time. I was a big fan of Brock as well. I would say my favorite of all time, probably Austin. probably Austin, but I like The Rock as well. Austin and Rock, they're just amazing people, amazing wrestlers. So yeah, probably Rock, Austin. 1 and 2. Probably Austin though. The two of them. I'm a little surprised Triple H has never wrestled on a takeover. Well, Triple H says that he doesn't want to take away from the new talent. So I've watched interviews of him about it. He's like, no, I won't wrestle on a takeover because he doesn't want to take away from the new stars. Essentially, he's more or less retired from wrestling now. He'll wrestle every now and again, but he doesn't like coming back. So, I have the same tattoos as The Rock. Nice. Do you have the... So The Rock, he had the Brahma Bull tattoo on his arm, which obviously is iconic. But recently, he's tattooed over the Brahma Bull tattoo. So do you have the Brahma Bull tattoo, or do you have the new tattoo that The Rock has that's covering the Brahma Bull tattoo? Because that's awesome either way. I mean, I'm curious about that. I don't know what... Rock's one of my favorites. I don't know why he covered the Brahma Bull tattoo. Because that's, like, iconic. But one of the most iconic tattoos ever. I never understood that. Kind of changing the subject, though. The North American title is gorgeous. It's probably the best looking title in the entirety of WWE. Do you agree with me or disagree? I think the NXT North American Championship and the NXT UK Championship are probably the best two titles in WWE at the moment. Like, design-wise, anyway. Adam Cole versus Triple H is big money. Yeah, probably would be. Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles. Shawn Michaels versus Adam Cole would be as well. They're both in NXT. They could both do it. Shawn Michaels, Triple H. So reform DX versus the Undisputed Era. Get it done. That's happening. I have 3 Brahma Bull tattoos and his tribal one. That's awesome. I haven't got any tattoos because I'm a bit of a wuss. I'm not very good with pain or tattoos. It's also the same reason why I haven't become a professional wrestler when I'm so obsessed with the sport. I've actually considered doing wrestling training though, so that is a little bit of a lie. What about the TNT champion? Oh, don't get started with the TNT Championship, bro. The TNT Championship is the worst looking AEW Championship. It looks like the Universal Championship and the 24/7 Championship had a baby. It does not look good. They need to redesign the TNT title really badly. I know it's not finished, so that's why. When they finish, it's gonna probably look better when it's finished. Best title in AEW though is hands down the men's title. The world title is beautiful. I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me because I didn't like the way it was like it was taller than it was wide. So it was like skinny and tall. But I think it looks quite good when you got all 5 parts of the belt. So I think the AEW World Title looks the best. The TNT Championship, get in the bin at the moment. It don't look great. It needs to have a new strap. And it needs all the extra gold and stuff on it. It's not that bad though. I've seen worse. To be fair, I'm being a bit harsh. I meant the Brahma Bull, not free. Lol. I would say Triple H is done. He's 50 now. Yeah. I think he's not done. I think he might come back for 1 or 2 more matches, but he's essentially, he's as far as he's concerned, from what I've seen, he's not really that interested in it. If you guys haven't watched the Undertaker Last Ride documentary, he talks about coming back from, coming back from his pec tear. They're saying about how like Undertaker and Triple H, they train all year for 1 match, and then that does them in, and they can't do that anymore. So I feel like Triple H is basically packed it in now, but he might come back. You never know. He might come back if the Saudi money's enough for him. Friendly reminder: Drake Maverick still hasn't consummated his marriage. Oh, I love that storyline so much. It's so funny. He needs the 24/7 championship to consummate his marriage. It's so dumb, but I love it at the same time. So good. Who you got between Mike Tyson and Jericho? Jericho, because he's a wrestler. Mike Tyson's a boxer. So if it's a wrestling match, then Jericho. If it's a boxing match, then Tyson. Pretty much as simple as that. Also, Tyson's just going to come in for a payday. I don't... Saying that, I could see Tyson going, I don't want a job. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose to Chris Jericho. You better make me win. And I think Jericho will be like, yeah, right, whatever. And then just do it. Just do the job. I don't think he cares about doing the job. It's all storytelling in his head, you know. So maybe Tyson. But I would say you got to put your money on Jericho on that scenario. Roll through. 1, 2. 2, 3. No way, Keith Lee. This is a good match. Gargano sucks chance. Gargano sucks. Tyson and Jericho both could pull a muscle just moving. Ouch! Ooh, that's savage. I think Jericho's still in pretty good shape. I think he's alright. Tyson... I'm not going to say anything. Tyson probably still beat me up. Oh. Gargano escape, reversed. Super kick! Oh, headbutt. Oh. Fireman's carry. Big bang attack reversed. Roll up. 1, 2. Kick out. It's a good match. You guys fans of AEW? Because I'm a huge fan of AEW and NXT. I like both of them, so. Oh. Oh, Keith Lee going for a pin. Johnny Gargano rolling out of the ring. Welcome to my house. Keith Lee, woo, woo. Keith Lee, woo, woo.
There have been so many incredible North American title matches as we revisit the action.
Keith Lee slam. Am I lagging at all, guys? Is the audio bad? Just let me know in the comments below as well. I keep an eye on the comments all the time, so if the audio is a bit off, you can just let me know. Tyson is like Goldberg, returning 13 years later, so by logic, Jericho gets dropped on his head. Yeah, probably. I mean, Mike Tyson's never been a wrestler. He might come back and do a boxing match. I could see him doing that. I can see him do like a butterbean thing. Like do a staged boxing match. Like this wouldn't be the first time that a wrestling company's done a staged boxing match. They did Roddy Piper versus Mr. T. One of the earlier WrestleManias, and it was okay. It wasn't great. Bayley 2 belts. Yeah, no, Bayley 2 belts. Crazy stuff. She's got both belts. Bayley 2 belts. I can't get Keith Lee in the ring.
Now you're going to get 330 pounds of Keith Lee back in the ring.
He might need to go get a weight belt.
Referee is administering the count, and Johnny Gargano breaking the count, wisely so.
Break the count. Roll in, roll out, roll in. Roll out.
Take some deep breaths in those iron lungs of his.
Rumor Tyson versus Fury in the UK. I can see that happening too. I'm not super into boxing, by the way, just FYI. Oh! Keith Lee just shoved Gargano through the bloody barricade that's stopping people getting coronavirus. What are you doing? You're spreading the disease. Keith, you're gonna stop. You're gonna spread the pandemic. Bloody hell! Oh, Mamma mia! Holy cow! That was insanely cool. That was a good spot. I love the plexiglass, but it never looked that stable. It's turned into a brawl, yeah, so... Yeah! Yeah! That's what the crowd's like, yeah! So what? So we've had the 6-woman tag, we've had...
He retains the title, right, Dom?
Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, but we're in the middle of this one. Goldberg versus The Undertaker, that was a terrible match. Yes, it was. Probably Undertaker's worst match ever. And it's definitely Goldberg's worst match, but Goldberg has never had like 5-star matches anyway. No offense to Goldberg, but no. Orange Cassidy is the guy. Candice LeRae, Mia Yim. Gargano's going to go for a low blow or something now. Orange Cassidy's great. I love Orange Cassidy. Oh, what's he got in his trunks? Oh, he's just stole the title. This is it. Called it. 1, 2. 2! I thought he won. Something about Orange Cassidy reminds me of a porn movie. Reminds me of a porn movie named Freshly Squeezed. Well, I've never seen that porn movie, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about that. 1, 2. Oh, super kick! 1, 2. Keith Lee keeps kicking out. If Johnny Gargano was going to win, he should have won it with that screw job. So I think Keith might win this now. Have a kick. 1, 2. 2. Sweet. Freshly squeezed. Jesus. Beer dark fruit cider. I don't know why I told you that. I was just saying. Sponsor. The Perspex glass is great. Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Keith Lee.
There is no quit in Keith Lee's vocabulary. And speaking of vocabulary, work is all about
Work. Oh, Keith Lee going for a choke.
Standing on the fingers of Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Spirit bomb. Spirit bomb. Spirit bomb's so good. Kenny Omega has honestly been underperforming as in AEW. They should let him loose and let him be the New Japan guy. I see people say that all the time. I see people say that Kenny Omega is not as good in AEW as he was before. But Kenny Omega has had some of the best matches in AEW history. He was in the Stadium Stampede. He was in the tag match between him and Hangman versus the Bucks. He had the Lights Out match with John Moxley. He had the Iron Man match with Pac. So I think Kenny Omega is still great. 2, 3. Keith Lee retains. Okay. So he's going to hold that title a little longer. The People's Wrestling Channel. Can I add you on Facebook? What's your real name? Don't feel comfortable giving my real name out. If you message me on my Twitter is the Potato Chief, or you just I can email you my name then, and I can add you on Facebook. That's not a problem. I don't mind adding people on Facebook, but I'd rather not say my real name on my YouTube channel if that's okay. So I mean, it's Lewis. I prefer him in singles though. I know I prefer Kenny Omega in singles too. He has some amazing matches with Okada. But yeah, People's Wrestling Channel. If you want to add me on Facebook, I'm more than happy to do so. Just I won't. Plus, my name's hard to spell, so just message me on Twitter. My Twitter name is @PotatoChief, and I'll add you on Facebook. Or you can give me your real name, and I'll add you on Facebook later. That's also cool. Balor versus Cole then. Firm as a single. Balor versus Cole. Yeah, Balor versus Cole. Yeah, that might be the next one. Yeah, Balor might take the NXT title off Cole. the greatest two NXT champions of all time facing each other. That makes sense. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan needs to be 25. Yes, it does. I have got all 3 predictions wrong so far. I got 2 out of 3 so far. That was the first one I got wrong, was Keith Lee winning then. So it's all good. It's all gravy. We're all going off the whims of a random 75-year-old man. 73. There's a documentary about Ric Flair. Man, watch that. You guys want to watch that?
Was special. That was like Ric Flair riding off into the sunset.
Given all the amazing things he had done in his career,
The perfect ending. We're not going to mention the fact he wrestled in TNA for like 2 years after. We're not going to mention the Rick didn't just continue wrestling even though he retired. No title change yet. I'm scared the Dream wins. Oh damn, that's a good point. Never thought of that. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, we haven't seen the rest of the Undisputed Era, so possibly. And then the Undisputed Era might go to like SmackDown or Raw.
Good humor, WWE Superstar Cookie Sandwich.
Tegan Knox eating a cookie sandwich. That's something I needed in my life. I don't know what that means, by the way. That's not. Tegan Knox is my favorite. I'm sorry. No title change yet. Yeah.
Superstar Cookie Sandwich. The perfect pick-me-up to keep in your freezer.
Fair enough. I love these random adverts. They're great. When's the women's title match? Let's go. When we get Ciampa versus Cross. Will she? That is the question. Oh! What? It's on next? Let's not mention Ric Flair started Fortune in TNA and it's funny feud with GJ. Oh, his feud with Jay Lethal. Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, guys, the main event's on now. What is going on? We haven't got the women's title match. We haven't. So the women's title match, Ciampa versus Cross, haven't happened yet. We're getting Cole versus Dream now. In the middle of the show. That's worrying me. But then if there's a title change, what is more likely to happen at the end of the show, right?
I am the longest reigning NXT champion of all time.
Something weird's got to happen now.
In opinion, it is a fact. I rule the NXT championship. It's been 1 year since I've become NXT champion. It's a beautiful thing to look people in the eye.
Oh, Cole's so good.
And tell them that I am the leader of this brand, and nobody
Adam Cole, baby.
or can stop me.
Adam Cole, your reign is 1 year champion. Congratulations. The Dream is not impressed.
Oof.
Well, the Dream had you beat 1, 2, 3.
Incredible turn of events, Velveteen Dream.
Will new women's champion come in? Yeah, possibly. If it's the main event.
Championship needs the Velveteen Dream. Just as much as Adam
Or we're going to have a big debut in the women's division, maybe. Like you were talking about Tessa Blanchard earlier. Some big debut in NXT now, a woman debut. Some big swerve at the end of NXT, the women's match. This is why I'm confused now. The women's match being on the end. I mean, it's great. Obviously, always good to have a women's match in the main event. That's always a nice change of pace. But I was assuming because this one's been built up and they've got this is in the parking lot or the back lot.
Deal.
It's a backlot brawl at Takeover
Damn.
in your house.
Adam Cole can't run.
Welcome to my house.
Velveteen Dream is coming in his house.
After you are beaten and you realize that
By the way, it's in your house because it's all based inside the Performance Center. Yeah, they have a match that's outside the Performance Center. Which goes in the face of in your house theming.
that's undisputed.
That's undisputed. Whoa, did you guys get a technical issue there or was that just me? It's about In the car park. This is weird. System. Dun, 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 dun. What up? Boom, 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 boom. In a monster truck! Bro! That is cool. This is cinematic. I love it. Yes! Hang on. Adam Cole, baby! Awesome. Is the dream gonna be like a pimp mobile now or something? Like, what the hell? This is awesome. Monster truck. Boom. Damn. Damn. Team Dream. I gotta stop dancing, I'm sorry. I've literally had half a can of cider. Ooh! Hello, a Lamborghini? That's cool. That's cool. A yellow Lambo. It's a shame it's not a purple Lambo. If it was a purple Lambo, that would be just like the icing on it. Even a red Lambo, yellow Lambo. Team Dream. I want Cole to win so much. I think Tessa Blanchard debuting, I'm going to go nuts. Velveteen looks different. He looks like, what's his name from The Walking Dead?
Hope I haven't kept you too long, Cole. NXT champion.
He's talking mad trash. The Dream. I got a tickle in my throat, so I do apologize.
This is for the NXT title. Anything goes.
Ooh.
The match must end inside this ring.
So not everything goes then. You said everything goes, and then said it needs to be in the ring.
Regal told me to tell you men, enjoy your spotlight. Have at it, boys. Let's not forget Velveteen Dream as part
Awesome.
of the negotiations that Cole had with Mr. Regal. If Velveteen Dream does not beat Cole tonight, he will never get another opportunity at the NXT Championship as long as Cole is king.
By the way, Elias is legit injured, and he tore his pec. Oh man, that's a bummer. I liked Elias. I thought you got run over by Jeff Hardy. Oh, Sheamus. Storyline wise, anyway, that's kayfabe. Anything for you, baby. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is so good. Yes. Yes, Queen. Velveteen Dream. The Velveteen Dream, you like that. He looks so weird in normal clothing. I'm so used to him like in purple stuff with like free. Oh, roll up. 1, 2. This is interesting. 1, 2. Don't go for roll ups. I don't like it. 1, 2. Wow! Mamma mia! Come on, Cole. Oh, big boot. Bicycle kick boot. Oh, boo, Cole. Where's the error at, man? We need the Undisputed Era. Roderick, Fish, O'Reilly. Come on now. Protect your leader. Maybe the Dream wins here and it's not last because it may be controversial after the stuff that came out about the Dream. Yeah. I know. I thought the controversial stuff was like. I'm surprised he still had the title run, the title match even. After all the controversial stuff that came out about him on Twitter, on Facebook. But then when his controversial stuff stopped WWE doing anything, I mean Hulk Hogan's still on the still on the company payroll, so. Fighting in the car, around the car.
Adam Cole, but then Cole comes back with a right hand, and they are slugging it out in this backlot brawl, the first of its kind for the NXT Championship.
Ooh, another car's pulling up. Someone go for an Uber? What?
Maybe Adam Cole did, trying to get away from this NXT Championship.
Poor Uber driver. Please leave, ma'am. This is the backyard brawl. Oof. Loomis has gone into hiding somewhere. Yeah.
It is in your house, and Adam Cole trying to enter a different address. Remember you threw me off that truck? Time to take out the trash.
Oof. Taking out the trash. Throwing Adam Cole into a trash can. Oof.
And of course, Velveteen Dream went after Roderick Strong, but Tom, it proved to be a bit of a ruse. He sacrificed a win in a cage match against Strong, only to get his hands on Adam Cole.
Finally, he's got his hands on Adam
Cole. He sacrificed the loss to Roderick, didn't he? He said he sacrificed the loss to Cole just to get hands on Cole. Though I think he won against Roderick from that point. If I can remember correctly, I might remember that incorrectly. I don't know. I don't want to correct Marrow because Marrow's always right. So.
It's dark, difficult to see, weapons everywhere.
Velveteen Dream throwing a trash can.
Away from the spotlight.
Adam Cole, come out. Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole's gone into hiding. If Cameron Grimes gets called up, he'll definitely get the cat in the hat gimmick. Oh, Jesus, no. Oh. Morrow. Oof. Using the bloody fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher in your house? Shawn Michaels will love this.
Cole was waiting and waiting, finding his opportunity.
Come on, Cole. Cole's on top. That's what I want.
I have no idea how you would prepare for this.
Can't wait for Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa as well. Can't wait for that match. Ciampa's one of my favourites, but I would be so happy if Karrion Kross just literally just buried Ciampa, and then Ciampa just went on to SmackDown or Raw. I would love that. But as I said, Ciampa's one of my favourites. So it's not in any way me saying anything bad about Ciampa. I just think Karrion Kross is a big win straight off the bat. My real name is... I'm going to read it out. I'll write it down so I don't forget. I'll write it down on my phone and I'll try and add you later. So I said I won't write it down. I won't tell people what it is. I'll just write it down so I can add you later. I will add you later, don't you worry. I will add you. I'll try and add you tonight. Is that what your name is on Facebook? Is that what will come up if I look for you? This should have been the main event. They called it. Yeah, I know. They called it Uber. Yes, it should have been the main event. I don't know why it's not the main event. Otis shows up with both over his head. walks out the end. Man, if he did that, I'd be so annoyed, but I would laugh at the same time. Ciampa has said he doesn't want to go to Raw. I know he has said that, yeah. I hope he doesn't go to Raw or SmackDown. But I don't think like he has much left to do in NXT is the thing. He's already former champion, you know? He's former tag champion, former world champion. Over as hell. I suppose you could revisit Cole versus Ciampa, I guess. I know he doesn't really want to go to SmackDown or Raw, but I feel like he's done everything he can on NXT at the moment, you know? That's all I'm thinking, really. Timeout from Cole. There's no timeout, man. Velvet Team's climbing the top rope. Oh, super kick. His timing is second to none. I remember the super kick he did on Ricochet for the North American Championship. Ricochet doing a lion salt or moonsault. And then when he was upside down in midair, Adam Cole kicked his head off. Yeah, that's my name on Facebook. My pic is an avatar of me. Okay. I'll try and add you in a bit, don't worry. Hope Dream starts screaming, "Call me up, Vince." Call me up, Vince! Call me up, Vince! Why ECW in 2006? What a failed. Why it failed? Why ECW failed back in 2006 is because it was being treated as a developmental brand. It was not treated as the same as ECW. It was still PG, so having ECW as a PG brand was dumb, because ECW is Extreme Championship Wrestling. That's why people liked it. They were essentially cashing in just on the name, and they didn't really treat it like the way they should have. They had they had 2 pay-per-views, I think, and they never really promoted them very well. They didn't promote the show very well. They didn't. It was on a weird channel at a weird time. It was only on for an hour. It was treated like developmental. It wasn't like real ECW. That's why it failed, sadly, because I loved ECW and I was super excited when it came back. I was like, oh my god, we got ECW back. I'm so excited. And then it was a failure. I'm a massive fan of the original ECW. Dream's climbing up a ladder to jump onto a car bonnet. Dream reminds me of Goldust, but much better in the ring. Yeah, I get that. I mean, the Dream is like a hypersexualized character, right? That's what Goldust was, right? So yeah, he's very similar to Goldust. He's like a modern day Goldust. He's like a mix between... Ooh! He just pushed Cole off the ladder head first into a windscreen. Ow. Oh, jeez. The glass has busted him open. Ow. That's painful. That was painful to watch that. Jesus. Yeah, the Dream is a hypersexual character like Goldust. Goldust back in the day was using people's homophobia as a weapon against them. It's like he acted super gay when there was homophobic people to scare them off. That's not really politically correct these days, so they don't really go with that now. But they got the Dream is hypersexualized, and he tries to freak people out by being like sexy, which is a bit strange. But it works for him. He's a really clever character, and it's an interesting character. He's like Goldust mixed with Prince, the singer Prince, not like Prince is in like Finn Balor or whatever. Hey, it's dark. Draka. I don't know what that means. They throw a load of chairs in the ring. This is undisputed. Da 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 da. Britt Baker pulls in with her Rolls Royce. Yes, do it. How did Johnny Gargano's new theme, All Heart, No Soul? I prefer his old theme, to be honest. I like Rebel Heart. Here's Dexter Lumis. There you go. You've been calling it all night that Dexter Lumis would show up. You've been calling it all night. To keep every match you said Dexter Lumis is going to show up and take out the Undisputed Era, and you were right. Very good, very nice. I'll drink to that. So Dexter Lumis has taken out the Undisputed Era now, so it's going to be Cole versus Dream 101 now, really. Roderick Strong in the truck. Chucking them all in the boots. He's kidnapping the Undisputed Era. You remember me better as Dexter's Nightmares. Yeah, I remember. Oh, Lumis has just taken away the Undisputed Era. Cole's busted open. Damn. Is this the end for Adam Cole? Brie Baker shows up. Go on. A fall by Cole, I know. Mamma mia. He's going to kidnap the Undisputed Era, and that's rights off, yeah? Well, he's done it. He's kidnapped the Undisputed Era. I didn't see O'Reilly, though. It was Fish and Roderick. If WWE bring back WCW pay-per-views, what's going to be? I would love to see Halloween Havoc. Oh! Panama Sunrise. 2. Oof. Yeah, I'd love to see Halloween Havoc, or obviously Starrcade. I would love Starrcade to go to AEW. Dusty Rhodes created Starrcade. Cody wants Starrcade back. WWE not really using Starrcade. Let them have Starrcade. It'd be nice if they did that, but they won't. This is a very creative match. Yeah, it is. I love the cinematic matches in WWE. This is a very good cinematic match. Oof. My hand just cramped up, so I'm swapping hands. Purple Rainmaker on the chairs, is this it? 1, 2. No! Killer Cross to win NXT title eventually. Yeah, of course. O'Reilly has a similar situation to Roman Reigns. He has diabetes and he can't be exposed to the virus. Oh, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that sucks. Fair enough. The Yui's out, man. He's on his own then. O'Reilly's not going to just... Well, he might show up randomly. You never know. I would like it if they brought back Breaking Point. Yeah, Breaking Point. Yeah. WWE has brought back Starrcade. I know they have. WWE owns Starrcade. But I watched an interview with Cody. He was trying to buy Starrcade. That's what he was hoping for. He's bought all these other WCW pay-per-views. Like, Bunkhouse Stampede, I think, was one of them. So he was trying to buy all the rights to Starrcade and stuff, but he couldn't get the rights to it, so... Panama Sunrise onto chairs! Mamma mia!
Velveteen Dream's aspirations of becoming NXT champion are over. 372 days and counting for NXT.
Adam Cole, baby! Adam Cole, baby! What a match. We haven't had one since 2009. Yeah. You enjoy Cena versus Bray Wyatt? Yeah, I loved Cena versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Randy Orton versus John Cena in a I Quit match versus DX Legacy. Oh, yeah, that was a good pay-per-view. I remember that. Forever! Forever! Have you heard the botch at the beginning of Botchamania? Forever! Forever! He just done that, Adam Cole. So now Adam Cole's on his own though. He's kidnapped.
Takeover in your house. Adam Cole continues his record
Amazing.
reign.
Right call. Right guy won. So now Adam Cole's gonna be champion. Is he gonna drop? I want him to drop it to Keith Lee. Maybe he faces Balor next. Maybe he faces Killer Cross. Maybe he faces Ciampa again. R.I.P. Charlotte's title reign. Yeah, possibly. I mean, all the titles have been retained so far. Adam Cole, baby. That was a fun match. You know Dark Side of the Ring? I do know Dark Side of the Ring. I've not actually watched it though. I've heard a lot about it. I need to go watch it at some point. I love that they just zoomed out from the car park. What a match. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that one. That was good though. I enjoyed that. Selling t-shirts in your house. What do you mean you have the main event coming up next? What happened to Killer Cross versus what happened to Karrion Kross versus Ciampa?
We got Rhea Ripley. The eyes on that shirt kind of remind me of a.
What do you mean you got the main event coming up next? What?
Of course, the Undisputed Era. You've got Karrion Kross. You've got EO, and you can get it all.
Karrion Kross versus Ciampa. They said that should be next, surely.
No more 900 numbers. When did that happen? Folks, apparently technology has wiped out 900 numbers and made them obsolete.
Story, he is Cole coming back after limits of kidnapping his boys. Yeah.
WWE Shop.
I recommend watching Dark Side of the Ring. I have watched them all on Facebook. On YouTube, I mean. No, I know what you meant. I've heard great things about Dark Side of the Ring. I might even do a watch along with you guys because it's on YouTube, isn't it? So we can watch that together. JR is my favorite commentator. DX are trying to buy it.
Guys, the power button is the one that looks
That's
like
funny.
Pac-Man. Yeah, it's on top. Hey, you figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna do
That's
some
good.
shopping,
That's good.
so I have to unplug my computer.
No Billy Gunn, no. No Billy Gunn with DX. JR's great, man. I think Morrow's my favorite current commentator, though. Here we go. Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross. I thought they were going to do this match for a second. And an old school computer that made me laugh. That was good. Karrion Kross, Tommaso Ciampa. Who you got and why? Let me know in the comments below. It's Karrion Kross is winning this one. He has to, right?
And while each takeover is special in its own way,
because Ciampa's great. I love Ciampa. Ciampa's amazing. Karrion Kross has just debuted. He needs a big win. He can't just lose his first big match, surely. Only way I can see him losing is if it's Ciampa versus Cole's the next takeover match.
You are special. In NXT Takeover, now that's special.
Damn.
I'm going to make you feel something.
I mean, Ciampa's amazing. He's one of my favorites, but I wouldn't even be mad if Karrion Kross just buries him in a quick match. Like Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, Survivor Series type of style. Karrion Kross comes out, just does a couple of finishes, and that's it. Yeah, he has to squash Ciampa. I don't want him to, in a way, because I like Ciampa, but I wouldn't be mad. I felt like the Viper brought the best out of JR, so did Triple H and the heel of it. Yeah, JR is amazing, man. He's kind of lost a step in his age a little bit, but you know everyone does. Mauro Ranallo is amazing. Excalibur's a really good commentator as well. I think Samoa Joe's doing a great job. We now know what the hacker is. Bruce Pritchard looking into his emails. I make the jokes. You do make the jokes. No, I'm joking. No, that's funny. I like that. Bruce Pritchard getting into his emails. That's funny. Are you miming or what? You haven't mimed. She's not miming. She stopped miming. Guys, I'm scared. Why is she not miming? Oh, there we go. She's miming again. And it's her. Ciampa says in an interview he's never going to the main roster. Okay. I mean, he said that. And I believe that's why he doesn't want to go to main roster. But he might. He might. I mean, Shawn Michaels said he was never going to wrestle another wrestling match, and he did. People lied. Edge said he wasn't coming back in the Royal Rumble. So, you know, wrestlers lie, man. I'm hoping you're right. I mean, I think he belongs in NXT. He's an NXT guy for life, I think. He should be an NXT lifer. It was funny when JR went off on Eric Bischoff. Yes. I mean, JR in his prime is insanely good. I like JR and Paul Heyman as a commentary team. That's so funny. I would love Bash at the Beach to be the next takeover. Doesn't AEW own the rights to Bash at the Beach now? Because they did a Bash at the Beach not that long ago. And WWE were really annoyed, but they let the copyright lapse. WWE Backlash taping earlier today. Okay, cool. Had the best match in the world go. The greatest match ever. If WWE wants the greatest match of all time, or the greatest match ever, you put Johnny Gargano, you put AJ Styles, or AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan, all three of those guys in the same match, and just go for it. You can do it then. I mean, I like Randy Orton and I like Edge, but if you want the greatest match of all time, you want AJ Styles, you want Daniel Bryan, you want Seth Rollins, or you want Johnny Gargano. Those four guys are like phenomenal wrestlers. Why WWE bring back Mr. McMahon, Kiss My Ass Club? I hope they don't do that. I don't want to see that. Joey Styles is also a good commentator. Oh man, I miss Joey Styles. He was amazing because he was a one-man commentary team. He's doing my job. He was one guy. He had no one to bounce off. He was just talking to himself the whole time. And he was amazing at it. Joey Styles is insane. I remember his shoot promo against WWE. Okay, we're already 10 seconds in. It's lost longer than I thought it might. Have you heard the rumors about Lashley? No, I haven't heard. But what rumors are you referring to? Ciampa no selling, Cross no selling Ciampa's hits. Karrion Kross just no selling everything. The new John Cena. Oof. Surely Charlotte's got to drop the title now, right? If it's the main event, they know how angry everyone's going to be if Charlotte wins, right? Right? My dog's down there, by the way, if you wonder why I keep getting distracted. This might be over by 2 o'clock. I'm surprised, because I was expecting this to be a 3-hour show, but it might only just be a 2.5-hour show. Because this match is probably going to be quite quick. I can't see the women's match being like 45 minutes or an hour. Willow's Bell. The draping DDT. Oof. If I did a live stream watch along of Dark Side of the Ring, would you guys want to see that? That's another point, because you guys were talking about Dark Side of the Ring. That might be something I might do. He's rumored to be getting the title soon to set a Brock match. Well, maybe. I'm surprised they never did Brock versus Bobby Lashley in the first place. I'm hoping not, because I like Drew McIntyre, though. I want Drew McIntyre to stay champion for like a long, long time. I mean, they should treat Killer Cross like the next Batista or Randy Orton or on the main roster. Yeah. Yeah, he's a big dude. He's quite savage. They should give him a good run. I think it's a bit too early to start talking about main roster, though. He's only just debuted in NXT, right? Maybe give him a bit more of a run. I think Karrion Kross needs to win the NXT title at some point. and maybe go on a bit of a run for it. Jesus, screaming at the referee.
Has proven to be an intimidating force from the jump here in
And yes, why not? That's what you said. I don't know what. Oh, the Kiss My Ass Club, was it? I don't know what you're referring to with the yes, why not, because there is a bit of a delay on the chat. Come on, Ciampa.
I just can't believe Ciampa's even standing after that impact. That was
Come on, Ciampa. Come on. Oh, down.
Another super.
I mean, I want Cross to win, but I kind of want Ciampa to show up, to do some decent stuff. Thanks, Drew. Thank you. I've had a nice birthday. All things considered, being locked in isolation, it's been a decent birthday. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate it.
Tommaso Ciampa, we knew this coming into this matchup. Was Tommaso Ciampa mentally vulnerable following one final beat? Cross is capitalized.
Jeff said on SmackDown someone with red hair and a beard was the attacker. What if it's Killian Dane? Killian Dane hasn't got red hair. He's got brown hair, right? I mean, he's not super ginger. He's not like. Just checking my messages real quick. I shouldn't really be doing that during the pay-per-view. I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, I don't think Killian Dane looks ginger enough. I mean, Eric Rowan would have been ideal, but he's been fired. Oh, about the of course, about Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, I would. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Dark Side of the Ring. I try not to watch stuff that's going to depress me, but then I do like documentaries, so it might be fun to watch. But I maybe watch the latest ones as we go. I don't know. Undertaker had some of the most nastiest chair shots and punches as a biker taker. Yes, he did. Biker taker was brutal. Also, Attitude Era, they used to do headshot chair shots all the time. You can't do that anymore. They've been banned outright in WWE. Maybe it's Eric Rowan's dad again. Yeah, maybe it's that guy who they thought was Eric Rowan, but was actually some random dude backstage. Which we never really understood what that was about, but it was hilarious. Oh, Willow's Bell. Is Ciampa going to do it? 1, 2. Oof. So it's a competitive match, and we didn't get a squash, which I thought we might get a squash. So we're actually getting a competitive match out of this. I think Ciampa's on top now, which means he's going to get a couple more offenses in. Karrion Kross is going to kick out of Ciampa's finish, and then Karrion Kross is going to hit some finishes on Ciampa. Ciampa's going to kick. Countered by Kross. Kross. Oh, Jesus. Remember Lucha Underground? I never really watched it, but I know of Lucha. Oh, hang on, is the match over? Cross jacket. Don't tap out. Don't tap. He passed out. It's over. Kross wins. It was a squash, but it wasn't like a super squash. It was a decent squash. It was competitive squash. Damn. So do you still think that there's no chance Tommaso Ciampa's going to SmackDown or Raw? You just get squashed. Yeah, I never really watched Lucha Underground. I've heard it was good, though. I've seen bits of it. But then I heard they had dodgy contracts, which screwed everyone over who signed up for them, so it had bad sides as well, from what I've heard. I think Ciampa did it better, I think Ciampa's DDT is better than Orton's DDT because it looks like it breaks your neck. Yeah, it does. It looks like it spikes more, whereas Orton's one doesn't. But Orton's one looks more polished, but then when you get into wrestling and brutality, a less polished DDT looks better. I could see the Hacker as Shane. Oh, please don't believe he's Shane McMahon. And they start teasing the best in the world, making you think it's Punk. Oh my god. I would actually laugh if that happened, actually, if you did it that way. But yeah, Karrion Kross has just buried Ciampa. Damn. In the words of in the words of Ron Simmons, damn. 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 I need to work on my Ron Simmons impression. Damn. That was good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Randy Orton versus Edge. Greatest match ever. The greatest match we will ever see in our entire lives. Ever. Even though neither of these guys have ever put on a 5-star match. And they're both past their prime. It's a nice idea. It's a nice sentiment. But no, it's not going to be the best match ever. WWE, what are you doing, you high? Imagine if the hacker was Vince. Yeah, the hacker comes out and he goes, "It was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. This is the greatest show." So dumb. So we've seen all the matches apart from the main event, ladies and gentlemen. We have the women's triple threat match. Who you got and why? I said to you, sure, my predictions earlier on in the night. I said Charlotte. Now this is the main event. I don't think Charlotte's winning because everyone will be pissed if Charlotte wins. So, Io Shirai or Rhea Ripley. Io. We'll go Io. Champion can say whatever he wants. The main roster money is huge. Exactly. And he's kind of done everything at NXT, man. I mean, I want Ciampa to stay at NXT forever, but he's kind of done everything he can do. This guy leaning on the NXT logo. We're doing a watch along.
What a night with this fun little retro vibe happening.
Wow, I'm watch along and you're watch along.
Not stop after the show because
Wow.
immediately after I'm going to be sitting down interviewing the man behind NXT Triple H.
Triple H.
You guys can head on over to his official Facebook page.
Triple H.
Thank you, Renee. The game is going to have his eyes on this. The Queen has ruled this place.
The Queen
Tonight, Charlotte Flair
versus Rhea versus Io. The fact that this is the main event makes me think that Charlotte is dropping that damn title. Who you think's gonna win? Let me know. Or better, what if the hacker is John Cena? That would be random. I love it though.
Considered among the elite of any women's division.
Charlotte Flair has done it again.
Now I stand here, the two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Damn.
There is no debate. Charlotte Flair is the most decorated female competitor in WWE history. And with her black and gold mantle reclaimed, the Queen's exposure brought a whole new light onto the NXT Women's title.
You know her as Miss WrestleMania.
Charlotte Flair came away winning the NXT Championship.
Damn.
So I'm coming to NXT to run through the best division in the WWE.
Next in line.
Charlotte wins. Tessa debuts. That'll be funny.
Yes, Io.
Come on, Io. Come on, Io. Or Rhea. I just don't want Charlotte to win. Either of them. Just not Charlotte. Anybody but Charlotte. Even though I like Charlotte, just don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on Charlotte. I think she's great, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Charlotte managed to escape as champion yet again.
Is this how you represent the NXT Women's Division as champion? Wait a minute!
Rhea Ripley! Rhea Ripley is back! I don't think CM Punk is coming back, sadly. He is 40s now. And he doesn't look like he wants to come back. He's happy where he is. And he hates WWE.
The NXT Women's Championship has been shown on all three brands.
Well, he doesn't hate. He hates Vince.
More viewers on it. So that's why I need to get my NXT Women's Championship back.
And if I have to beat that into Io Shirai, then so be it.
So be it. I saw Rhea Ripley in NXT Takeover UK. Cardiff. NXT NXT UK Takeover Cardiff. I saw Rhea Ripley on that show and she was incredible. And that was just before she went shot up to regular NXT.
Rhea Ripley is a force to be reckoned with and could see that hunger
Saddest thing is CM Punk is in the age range to become NXT champion. Yeah, I guess. I mean, wrestlers are getting older, man. Which is a good thing in a way because... I mean, I don't want to be depressing or anything, but wrestlers usually have I've had very short lifespans. Traditionally, a lot of wrestlers die at a young age. So if the wrestlers are wrestling in their 40s and 50s and still going quite well and they have a good life afterwards, then that's a good thing, right? So older wrestlers doing well, I think is a good thing. But older wrestlers just burying younger talent, not a good thing. You need to keep bringing up new talent. You need to keep pushing them to the top. Charlotte needs to drop that title and give it to Rhea again, and we can build a new title right around Rhea. Rhea shouldn't have dropped it in the first place. This is my I'm not drunk, I swear. This is my brutality. Boom. She's totally got win face. Win face is when you see someone walk into the ring and they know who's winning the match, obviously, because it's predetermined, right? So if someone looks like some people walk out and they've got lose face, but they look like they know they're losing this match and they don't even want to be there. They're like that. She looks like she's happy. She looks like she might be prepared to take that title back, or I might be overthinking it, and she might be a good actress. I love her entrance theme. It's so good. I remember there was a rumor that Tony Storm coming to NXT full time. Maybe that's... Oh man, I would love that. Tony Storm's great. I love Tony Storm. I also like Kaylee Ray though. So again, so Tony Storm versus Kaylee Ray at NXT Takeover Cardiff. So, which I was shocked that Kaylee Ray won because Tony Storm's amazing. Damn you! Stone Cold is not coming back either for the people that are anti-WWE and will only watch. Then sorry, not happening. Well, yeah. Well, we know Austin's not coming back. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Oh, give me a hell yeah! Ugh, I need to work on my Stone Cold impression. And my stream's crashed. My Stone Cold impression was so good it crashed the stream. Sorry I keep jumping in and out of chat. I write a blog about wrestling, also cover it on Facebook and Twitter. Tony Storm is super hot. She is super hot. I went to take over Blackpool. Nice! So you're from the UK as well. You know, if you do a nice wrestling blog, you can shout it out in the chat. I don't mind. I mean, it's all good. We're all good here. You know, and you know, I'm happy. I'll check your blog out. Sounds fun. I mean, I'm a small wrestling YouTuber compared to like What Culture, Cultaholic, Wrestle Talk, all those. I'm tiny compared to them. So you know, if you guys give shout outs to me, and if you want to spread the word about my channel to people, that would be great too. And I'm trying to build the channel up to a bit more, you know. And yeah, you're more than welcome to plug your blog here. I don't know if they'll let you put links in the chat though, just FYI. But just if you want to, that's fine. I might check it out later when I get a chance. What WrestleMania match you like between Cena and The Rock? Right, which of the two Rock versus Cena matches? The first one, Rock Cena 2 was terrible. Rock Cena 2. I can't remember what he tore. I think The Rock teared his pec, I believe, during the second one, and he finished the match even though he tore his pec. But the match wasn't anywhere near as good. Plus, everyone knew John Cena was just getting his win back against The Rock because The Rock beat him the year before. Also, it was supposed to be once in a lifetime, and he made it twice in a lifetime, which sucks. So the first Rock versus Cena was definitely the best one. I personally think. The closest thing to Stone Cold we have is Shark Boy. Oh no, not give me a shell, yeah. I remember Shark Boy. Damn. One fall! Championship. I just got an echo there. Women's Championship.
Introducing the challengers. First, from Adelaide, South Australia.
South Australia. Rhea Ripley. God, crikey.
Next, from Tokyo, Japan.
My sister lives in Australia, so I can say that. It's right. I'm not gonna make a really bad impression of a Japanese person because that would probably totally sound really offensive. So I'm not even gonna attempt it. It's just a blog I write on words of my. Woo! Charlotte Flair. Woo! My phone. It's nothing big. I will shout out next time. That's cool, no worries. The plan was The Rock lose Extreme Rules, but The Rock got injured. Yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough. Tessa is like modern day China. Yeah. China should have won the men's, women's, the men's, women's. Should have won the WWE title or WWF at the time. I think. But you know, never happened. So. She won the Intercontinental title, which was a big deal.
So much pressure on all three of these women.
Shirai looking to become NXT Women's Champion for the
who's winning this one? Who you got your money on, guys? As I said, I thought Charlotte was going to win, but I think everyone's going to be pissed if Charlotte wins. So they think the fact they put it on last makes me think Charlotte's losing because they haven't had any title changes all night as well. That's another reason.
Using a kendo stick, she's not afraid to go to some dirty tactics.
Well, she can't get disqualified. It's triple threat. Triple threats and no DQ. Oh. Io, 1, 2, kick out. Oof. Somehow Goldberg is going to end up winning this match. I would love that. There's like these three women are beating the crap out of each other, and suddenly out of nowhere, da 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 da. And like, what the hell? And Goldberg just comes in, spears all three of them, piles them up on top of each other, pins them, and then he's just like, you know, massive symbol of sexism. It's just like women. I can see him doing that. It wouldn't surprise me. That sounds like a super WCW thing, though. The first Blackpool Tower felt like a pay-per-view. The atmosphere was incredible. We got Vince McMahon, Shirai taking the gold, I think. Yeah, I think Shirai's taking the gold as well. Blackpool, I didn't go to Blackpool. I went to NXT Takeover Cardiff because I'm a Welshman. Hence why I'm so behind Tegan Knox. But NXT TakeOver Cardiff was the greatest atmosphere I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've been to rugby matches, football matches, I've been to wrestling events all around, not around the world, I've been all over the UK, I guess. But I've been to small events, big events, but I've been to a lot of WWE house shows, SmackDown, Raw and stuff. But NXT TakeOver Cardiff was electric. It was goosebumps. It was amazing. It was the best show I've ever been to, and I will stand by that. If anyone says anything, that's the best match, the best show I've ever been to. Mark Andrews, shirt I'm wearing. Him and Gordon Webster were the first two Welsh men to ever hold WWE championships by winning the NXT UK tag titles, and that was an electric moment. The whole crowd went crazy. Kaylee Ray beat Toni Storm, which was a shocker. And then Walter versus Tyler Bate was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life, on a video ever. Just in general, 5.5 stars by Dave Meltzer. A fantastic match. If you've not seen it, go watch Tyler Bate versus Walter after you've watched this. I highly recommend it, and that's a rant. But no, I would love to have gone to Blackpool though. I would hope to go to Blackpool when this whole lockdown thing's done. If they come back to the UK, I would love to do it. Love to go. Also, I don't know if you know, because you're in the UK like me, apparently Flyterfest the next pay-per-view for AEW was meant to be in London, which bums me out because I would love to have gone to that. Brian Cage versus Moxley. They're going to have a couple other matches announced afterwards. But that was meant to be in London, which is such a bummer. I'm so gutted that never happened. Proper pay-per-view in the UK for the first time in years. It's crazy. Have you ever been to a Mania? No. Sami Callihan isn't coming back to WWE. No, probably not. You mean Solomon Crow? Never been to a Mania. That's on my bucket list. That's top of my bucket list. That's one thing I want to do. Mania, Wrestle Kingdom, and maybe the Jericho Cruise. Those 3 things. I want to do all 3 of those before I die. Morbid as it is. It's my birthday. You think about these things. But yeah, it's on my bucket list. I really want to go to a Mania. I haven't had a chance to go to one. Obviously, this year's was cancelled or was moved to the Performance Centre. So hopefully next year it's up and running again and we can try it. Might be something I might be thinking of doing. Linda McMahon is hiding under the ring. She's going to sneak up and declare the love for Donald Trump. Anthony, man, you're on fire. You're a comedian or something. Like, what's going on? Like, every comment you have is just hilarious, man. He wants to help rebuild Impact Wrestling and is happy. I like his new theme song. I don't really watch much TNA/Impact. I should, but it's just trying to get the time. WWE has like 6 or 7 hours of wrestling a week, and then you got AEW, which is 2 hours a week. So, and I also want to watch a New Japan when it comes back, you know. But I will try and get some Impact if I can, because I've heard Impact's been really good recently. Flyer Fight will now be over 2 weeks, so it's basically Dynamite with a different name. Well, that's a bummer. That sucks. But yeah, it was meant to be in the UK. How disappointed is that? And I'm surprised none of the news, like Wrestle Talk, What Culture, Cultaholic, none of them mentioned. I haven't seen that in the news. I literally watched an interview with Tony Khan and he talked about it, and I'm surprised that no one's brought it up. Have you ever seen Impact or Ring of Honor? I have seen them, but I haven't watched them recently. I mean, I've seen some Kevin Owens or Kevin Steen stuff and Tyler Black, aka Seth Rollins. I've seen some of that in Ring of Honor. No, I haven't seen any recent Ring of Honor, but I've heard it's amazing. And I've watched some Impact, but not really since Bully Ray and Jeff Hardy left. So no, I need to watch it. I've heard they're both great. I need to. What's it called? The big Impact pay-per-view's coming up soon, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called now. Victory Road or something? I think it's Victory Road. Basically the equivalent of WrestleMania for Impact is coming up soon. So I might do a watch along or something with that, maybe, because that might be fun to do. Okay, maybe you can get to Impact show to see Slater Heath with his Impact World title. Yeah, could do. I have been to Impact 3 times. Oh, and once a New Japan once. Nice. I've been to a lot of WWE house shows, and I've been to some small local independents, and obviously, I've been to NXT twice. NXT came to Cardiff, and then the NXT UK Takeover came over to Cardiff. So I've been to quite a few wrestling shows, but never. I was going to go to Ring of Honor in Cardiff, but the tickets were £100 a ticket. I won't pay that much for a Ring of Honor show. I don't pay that much for a WWE show. I don't pay that much for a Ring of Honor show. Jeez. Double spear. She thinks she's bloody Roman Reigns. Hoorah! I've said it before. I'll say it again. Charlotte Flair has one of the best spears in WWE. Better than Goldberg, better than Roman Reigns. Maybe not better, but it's up there. Her spears are brutal. And it's because she's doing it on female wrestlers as well, so like they're more bendy. Sounds weird to say, but the impact looks more impactful on female superstars. But yeah, as I said, the best show I've ever been to, NXT Takeover Cardiff, without a shadow of a doubt. She just did a crotch chop. What? You're not DX. Charlotte Flair just did a crotch chop. JD Fink is taking your name and revisiting it so Ryder Zach Young Young Eric, free CE. You're on fire, Anthony. I've been to a Raw, a SmackDown, a few times, and many house shows. That's cool. I need to go to more shows. I went to a local independent in Cardiff, and that was literally just before the lockdown kicked in. That was the last show I went to. So, Io Shirai, crossface, tap, 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 tap. Oh, Rhea. Oh, big boot from Charlotte. Come on, Ripley. Come on, Io. Anybody but Charlotte. It's awesome. It's awesome. National selection. Roman, would he Joe the Samoan? You're making me sound drunk. The way I said that made me sound drunk, but it's literally what you read. Roman, would he Joe the Samoan? Yes, he would Joe the Samoan. I think Roman Reigns was more relatable as Joe than he was as Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, I think, is a good wrestler. He's good on the mic. He's decent in the ring. But the way they've booked him is bloody awful. And they need to rebook him. They just need to let him be himself. Roman Reigns himself went, oh, natural selection. 1, 2, kick out. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, every time I've seen a backstage thing with Roman, like a documentary or whatever, Roman Reigns, like Joe Alawahi, seems like a decent bloke. He seems like a really cool character, and he's got charisma like oozing out of his pores, man. He's so charismatic. So I can see why he was chosen to be the guy. But the way they've booked him in WWE and this way they've scripted him, it's been awful. 1, 2. Oh, almost a Rio. Paige appears on the screen and does Paige here. Paige here. I love that. Yeah. Don't mind Roman. Roman's grown on me. I feel like, as I said, his writing's been poor. When he says Sakura Sakatash and he's talking about tater tots and all that, that's terrible. But when he's being himself, he's great. That's all I'm going to say. Paige, I'm sad that Paige has had to retire because she's great. Oh. Suffering Sakatash, son. Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to. Tater tots. I'm going to kick your tater tots, son. Do you remember the tater tots? Jesus. That was terrible. Talking about Sheamus having tater tots down his pants, which is just weird. It's like, how childish is that? Oh! Io Shirai just went through the plate glass window. She thinks she's Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Like, come on now. Oh! Rhea Ripley through the plant pot! And Charlotte! It's amazing. Oof. Cat fight. They're just literally just like mauling each other on the floor now. Rhea Ripley's on top now, pounding her. No, don't take that out of context. Come on, Ripley. I thought the Irish has potatoes. You smuggling... Jesus, no! You smuggling son of a tater tot. Don't forget when he said Seth had donkey dog on for brains. Okay, I don't remember that actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he did say that though. I don't remember that, but I'm glad I don't remember that, to be fair. Come on! Oh, Io Shirai's climbing on top of the house. This is why it's the main event. Please don't die, Chance. Please don't die. Please don't die. Io's jumping off the house. Mamma mia. Spaghetti. Ah! Mia! Tope Suicida! Even though that wasn't a Tope Suicida. Holy bleep. Holy bleep. Shirai. Nice. Io Shirai jumped off a house. Now that is how you have an in your house pay-per-view. Cheers. Someone had to do it. You're damn right Roman Reigns is here. John Cena sucks. Okay. John Cena sucks. I mean, John Cena's not even here at the moment. What are your thoughts on the 24/7 title? I love the 24/7 title as a concept. I like R-Truth winning the 24/7 title. I like Drake Maverick when he has it. But they have had some really cringy bad stuff as well. The idea is a really great concept. Like the hardcore title, the 24/7 rule for that was insanely good. It's some really bad stuff, and they've seen some cringe, but there's also been some really entertaining stuff. I think WWE's better for having some comedy stuff in. There's not enough comedy in WWE, and when they do comedy, it's usually pretty bad. So R-Truth and Drake Maverick have both been great. So I quite like the 24/7 championship. The belt itself is kind of ugly, but you know, it's really ugly. I don't know why I said kind of. It's a really ugly belt. But the idea of the 24/7 title is great. R-Truth is hilarious. And so is Drake Maverick. So. Or was hilarious. He's more in the cruiserweight division, which is fine. Imagine some poor guy sleeping in that house. Just sleeping. Io Shirai flies for the window. You can hear someone walking on the roof. I think the 24/7 should be written off TV. It's really pointless. I think it's funny. I think it brings something different to the show. And honestly, when it's a 3-hour show of Raw, a lot of time they do nothing for 3 hours, so at least it gives something different on the product. I like the 24/7 title. It gives jobbers something to do. It gives the mid-card something to do. I don't think it's the greatest title ever. I think there's been a lot of crap as well as a lot of good, but 24/7 title is alright, as far as I'm concerned. Women's tag titles are pointless. Also, have 4 women's tag champs. Yeah. 1, 2. I don't think the women's tag titles are pointless in general. I think the WWE doesn't book them correctly or have enough women's tag teams to make them justified. If they made more women's tag teams and they actually built them up and they actually had it on a more regular basis, then it'd be worthwhile. But then WWE don't really respect tag wrestling. Vince McMahon doesn't like tag wrestling either, so that's not surprising. The women's tag titles be lost in the shuffle, is it? How many women going to challenge for Bayley and Sasha Banks? 1, probably. They'll only have 1 title defense and then they'll lose it. Oh. Kendo stick. Charlotte's got a kendo stick. Ric Flair turns on his daughter, wins the title, and flips off John Cena. Now you can't ever have my best record. Oh, God.
Shows you the frustration of the Queen at this point in the match, trying to find a way to put away both.
I mean, Charlotte's smart. It's a no DQ matchup, so why won't you use a kendo stick? Use a kendo stick. It makes perfect sense. She just speared Rhea. She's going for the figure 4. Oh no, Charlotte's gonna win. Io, stop him. Io. Stop him, Io. Moonsault! 1, 2, 3! Io's done it! This is what I thought was going to happen! Io pinned Rhea! Happy birthday to me! Cheers, guys. Kind of felt it came out of nowhere, but hey, I'll take it. Imagine never seeing Ric Flair and seeing him for this time beating up his jacket. People have probably done that, man. I'm happy. And now we have Io and Rhea going up against each other for the NXT title. I'm happy. Yay! Are you happy with Io being the NXT champion? She deserves it. Well deserved. Unless Rhea's going to SmackDown or Raw, maybe. That's awesome. Well done, Io. Well done, Io. Let's go. What do you guys think? Are you happy that Io's just won the NXT Women's Championship? Damn. Also, I realised this is probably going to be the longest video on the history of my YouTube channel. I've never had a video that's over 3 hours, and we're almost at 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. The Riptide from the top. 1, 2. Well, I'm glad. Now Charlotte can go back to being on SmackDown and Raw, and they can have Io hold that title and have a good run with it. Io's great. So I'm happy. And I picked Io. I'm happy. So I picked Cross, I picked Io. Only match I got wrong was Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee. Apart from that, I had every match right on my predictions this year. With this show. I'm happy. I even picked Io Shirai, even though I didn't think it was likely. Wow.
We celebrate another terrific takeover. This one in your house. And I'm sure that Io Shirai is going to have a huge house party.
She is.
The fact that she is the NXT
Io Shirai, new women's champion. What do you guys think? I love the confetti. That's so good. I'm so happy for her.
conquered Japan. She has now conquered NXT, the genius of the sky.
I can't wait to see more of this.
Is the new
Io. Yeah, Charlotte's going to win the Raw or SmackDown one now. Woo! And that is NXT Takeover in your house. The Watchalong is done, ladies and gentlemen. I'll stay for a little longer if you guys want to chat about wrestling a little bit. You know, I'm not leaving too quickly. If you guys want to chat for like 10 minutes. You guys got any questions for me or anything like that? I'm just gonna cue up some music, and then we'll head out. So it's literally just finished at 2:20. I'm surprised. It was quite a short one. Load up Judas. Well, 8-bit Judas. Anyone still there? I'm gonna wrap up the stream in about 5 minutes if you guys want to chat and just shoot the breeze a little bit. Got my cider. Sorry if it's lagging, guys. Yeah, it seems to be frozen a little bit. It's having technical issues, but hey, it's fine. I'm gonna probably wrap up this up in a minute. If anyone's still there, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending your evening with me. It's been really good. It's been a really nice birthday for me because of that. I'll just check if the stream's still running on my phone. Now that I've betrayed everyone I've ever loved and pushed them all away. Anyone still there? I'm going to be wrapping up the stream in about a minute. Just wanted to say my goodbyes to everyone. I wonder how they got you to... I wonder how they got you to stay. I don't know. Give it the title, I guess. Judas in my mind. So yeah, it seems to be lagging out, so I probably will end the stream pretty soon. I would like to get to 3 hours. It'd be pretty sweet if we did that, and then I'll probably pack it up then. How's everyone doing? You guys enjoyed this? You guys enjoyed NXT Takeover in your house? What would be your review of the show? I'll give my brief synopsis. I thought it was a really fun show. I was quite surprised that Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream was in the middle of the show, but it makes sense with that ending. Io becoming the women's champion is great. And hopefully they'll just put Charlotte back on SmackDown and Raw, and she could just do whatever on there. Because her as NXT champion is I'm not been a fan of it, to be honest. So I'm happy to see Io back on the top. My computer seems to have frozen, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Any questions or anything? But yeah, I think that was a really decent show, actually, considering one of probably the best NXT shows since the lockdown kicked in. Probably one of the best WWE shows since the lockdown kicked in. Honestly, but NXT is always quality. You know, even a bad NXT is a good show. You know, like a pizza, even a terrible NXT show is still decent. You know. So yeah, excuse me. So you're gonna start wrapping it up in a minute. Just waiting to see if anyone else has anything else to say. My music's just frozen. I'm just gonna go quiet with it. Just see if it works a bit better without me having anything else open. Just YouTube. Probably gonna try and get to about. We're gonna stay a little longer, and then that's gonna be the end of it. So, if anyone's still here, appreciate your time. I do appreciate everything that you've. Thank you all for joining me on my birthday. It's been a bit of a weird birthday this year, but I've appreciated everyone being there. I'm gonna end the stream in about a minute's time. I just wanted to see if anyone else wanted to anything else to say before we ended the stream. Chat seems to have died, so I think a lot of people have left, which is fair enough because the show is over. Did you enjoy the show? Let me know in the comments below. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for staying along for the 3 hours. It's been a fun show. I've really appreciated everything that you guys have done. I'm just gonna wrap it up here. As I said, I want to get to 3 hours. We're literally almost there now, so I thought I might as well get there. Then we'll wrap up the show. Thank you guys for watching. It has been a blast. It's really made my birthday a bit more special because being in lockdown has been a bit rubbish, and I'm down as a vulnerable, so I'm not really meant to leave the house or anything. So I've had a bit of a quiet birthday this year. So I do appreciate that we've had a couple of you guys showing up, wish me happy birthday, dropping a lot of comments, and I've had a fun time talking to you guys about wrestling. Maybe we'll do this again sometime for another pay-per-view. I'm not sure which one, but maybe that's something we can consider doing at another date. I'm going to end the video now. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, too sweet. Later, guys.